What is up? What is up? What is up? I hope y'all are having a fantastic day, fantastic night, whatever it may be for y'all. It's been a bit, I think it's been 4 days since the last stream where I beat Kingdom Hearts 2. I think. And I know I promised, or at least, you know, I said I wasn't going to start anything new before holidays and whatnot. I want to make sure I went into the holidays without anything, you know, that I might be able to forget or anything like that. I might have lied a bit, not intentionally, to be fair, but just more of I wanted to sit back, relax, play something kind of not story focused is the wrong word, but something that doesn't like Destroy All Humans arcadey, Kingdom Hearts 2, like require like pretty much anything that I could just sit back, relax a bit. Even though I'm relaxing with both. Well, not fighting Lingering Will. I did not. I was not fully relaxed with that one. But just something to kick back with. Something where most I have to do is be thinking, kind of like I did with Zero Escape and Shut in Order and stuff like that. Plus, I haven't played it before. I did just watch my game suddenly refresh randomly. I don't know what was up with that. But no. I've had this for a good bit. First time playing, I guess, might not be exactly the truth, but I don't remember anything of it. I don't even remember what I remember. I just remember Maya. I remember, obviously, you know, the Ace Attorney himself. And that's about it. Now, I haven't adjusted the volume at all, so I might have to deal with that once we get in game. I can actually hear it instead of just hearing this music on loop, which it's some catchy music. I don't know what I think. I'm playing with whatever the default language is. I haven't looked at anything of it, and so if I'm playing in English, I'm playing in English. If I'm playing in Japanese, I'm playing in Japanese. If I don't vibe with the voices, I'm probably just gonna switch it to something random and just see what happens. Like, do they have Dutch? Do they have Dutch in this? Let me go actually look. So, language, okay, I am in English. Because, yeah, the only setting I've adjusted and looked at was what is my window. Let's go see. They do have Dutch. Oh, geez. No, wait. That guy, these orders don't sound real. Wait, are these not... I don't know what I can't read those. I don't know what the difference is between those. I could definitely tell that's the original just because the audio quality. And so I'm just gonna, I guess, go with whatever the default is. That's what I said. So I'm just gonna go with that. I just want to see what they sounded like. The Dutch and especially the French ones. Dude, it sounded like he was going through it. All right, play this game. Episode 1, the first turnabout. Play the first turnabout. Yeah, preferably. Oh, it's just that easy to get Steam achievements, apparently. I just start playing something. Oh, is it on auto? Or is this just happening? I don't want auto text. I want to be able to read at my own pace. Damn it. Why me? I can't get caught. Not like this. I've got to find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. Was that what's his face? Kaido from Danganronpa V3? I can only tell by the hair, like in the back. August 3rd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Okay, so it's not auto, it's just that. Boy, am I nervous. Right. I remember you. Oh, hiya, Chief. Phew. I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I don't actually remember her. Also, you look different than what I remember. I remember some girl in a pink... I think it was a pink coat. I'm trying to remember who that was. Was it Amaya? That's who I remember. I recognize the name. I thought you were someone different. I'm sorry. I don't know who you are. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Thank you. My recollection is impressive. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks, I guess. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? I mean, to be fair, I think that's just with judges. You're not allowed to do that. Yes, actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's news to me. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. It's over. It's all over. My life, everything. It's all over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, he's not doing the best. Yeah, it's him. To be fair, I'd be losing it if someone pinned a murder on me. Death, despair. Oh, I guess we're going whole. How does Kadaka do it? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Very calm reaction to that. I mean, your name is Butts. Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell him I'm guilty. Dude, do not speak without me present because you are losing it. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong with her? Oh, it's all over. I'm finished. Finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Oh, Nick, you gotta tell me. Who took my baby away? The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? Oh yeah, even more so. If I was framed for something like that, no, in actuality, he's holding it better than I would, to be honest. The newspapers say it was you. How could he do this? How could he do this? My name is Phoenix Wright. In case you couldn't tell by the title. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. Just a frame murder. Very simple. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the Butts. That's, I feel so, to be fair, kid, you know, it probably has some relevance, like some truth to it. But also, I don't know why my game keeps flashing. I don't know why it's doing that. I wonder if that's something with OBS is like anti-cheat, like compatibility hook or something. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. One thing I could say though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. He's like inverse Nagito, I guess. I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That I owe him one, which is why I took the case to clear his name. That's just what I'm gonna do. It's gonna be messed up when it turns out he did it, even though we know for certain that he didn't do it. August 3rd, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 2. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. I do want to shave your beard off. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think it'd be funny. Prosecution is Larry is ready, Your Honor. I don't know why I said Larry. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, this is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Speak for yourself. I'm chill. I'm cool. Your trial will decide the fate of your client. Oh, he's guilty. He's guilty. He did it 100%. Murder is your charge for your client's sake. I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to assert your readiness. Imagine getting the judge is checking to see if you're mentally prepared. Like, if I was the client, I'd be scared. Like having to watch my lawyer have to see. Are you in proper condition to even be like looking over this trial? No, it'd be over. Yes, Your Honor. Hands shaking, eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them correctly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. The defendant is Larry Butts. The defendant, that's easy. That's Larry Butts, Your Honor. If your lawyer doesn't even know who he's defending, if he has to be asked about that, then it's over for you. Like, just take those billable hours, take the L, and pray you can find someone else if it's not a state-appointed attorney. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Phew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report. Covered so many times. Wait, uh-oh. No way, I forgot. I'm drawing a total blank here, to be honest. Did Did she ever say it? Yeah, I feel like, are you absolutely sure you're up to this? No, like he is not. It's over. I don't even know the victim's name. Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I just forgot temporary. I think I feel a mind coming on. Look. The victim's name is listed in the court record. Just press RB to check it at any time. Okay. Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Who's the victim in this case? Maya Fey. No one would believe I was a defense attorney if I didn't carry this. Sydney. Cinderbuck. It was just a nickname. Cindy Stone. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was what? They have a blunt object. We watched it happen. We have, I forgot what it's called when you, like, see, not into the future, but you could just see events. I guess see into the future would be an accurate term. But we have whatever that is. I don't know what it's called, but we have it. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. The fact that you had a quizm over this, I think, is a good enough reason on why we shouldn't proceed. Seems such more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor, because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Well then, first, question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was the statue of the thinker. It's found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepted it into evidence. Statue added to the court record. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Oh, we got troop bullets. We're gonna inspire hope throughout this entire court. What's not inspiring hope in me is why does my game keep flashing? Oh, let me try turning off like see if OBS has like an anti-cheat compatibility hook. See if that's for some reason causing something, or maybe I have to do something fancy like pause my wallpaper engine because I have to have a background over it because it does not fit my monitor's resolution for some reason. Like you can't have it borderless windowed. Like you either have full screen where it tabs out entirely or nothing. And so I'm just running in windowed, you know, as you do. Use what's the button? RB to check the court record frequently. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention. You don't miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later. So be ready. I feel like that one smiling friend scene right now where Mr. Boss pulls aside Alan and says, do you realize? Do you realize? That's how I feel right now. I'm sure Toby doesn't say anything unfortunate. He's just going to go up there and say he did it, and I can't do anything about that. Uh-oh, Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. This could be bad. Oh, he seems chill. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra, and Mark Anthony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me, ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas of one of them the day before the murder. Oh, now you're just trying to provoke him, which I guess might be his job, but I don't know how it is for a lawyer. I don't know if you're intentionally supposed to make him emotional and make him say something, because they can say something they don't mean as well. I mean, one of them lies, all of it lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Who was in Paris? The victim? Alright. I'll accept that one. Indeed. She appears to return the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears she had several sugar daddies. I imagine those would be more likely to murder her, to be honest. Daddies. Sugar. Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude, we can really see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right? I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry's a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I mean, to be fair, I think it'd be funny. I think it'd be hilarious if we just wait and see what happens. Like, what's his opinion? What's his thoughts and opinions? you playing this trash? Great. Also, I missed the very end of your Kingdom Hearts swinger and Will stream when you finally beat him, so I went back to your replay, bruh. Why did you cheese him? I didn't mean to cheese him. I really, like, cause I was always using like Final Form Faraga like in the first phase, and then the like where to get him down to, I think it was like 4.5 bars when he started switching up. And then in the after that, I would use it again to get him down to his final 3 bars where we'd start chasing. I have no idea truly what happened there at the end. I was a bit surprised I melted his last like 6 to 7 bars doing the final Faraga thing. I didn't expect it to go like that. It probably was, by technical terms, a cheese. It wasn't intentional. Like, I pulled it out after my, oh, Donald's still standing, I might as well use it here because, you know, he just kept dying over and over. I need to try it. I need to like at least get something off, and he just never phased. Because I got him down to 3 bars. No, I got him down to his last bar before failing on that, and then like 2 or 3 bars a couple other times. And each time I did Final Form Faraga, you stun a lot to him, it took like 5 health bars off of his shit. Yeah, I don't know what I would generally don't know how I did that. I think because Final Faraga, it just never phased him. Because every time I used to get knocked out of it when he started doing the I don't know any other word to call it besides like the whip thing where he just slashes around rapidly, he would stop me from doing it and do it, and he just didn't do it this time. So I don't know what, if I accidentally hit him or something into a stun lock, like where he skips past it or just got perfect timing. But I'll take it because it wasn't, I'll take it just because it wasn't intentional. Like, if it lasted another few hours, I might have gone there, like, with the friend rear cheese. But I'll take it. No, I'll take it, you know. Because I was really afraid of me being there for a long time. Like, I felt good about it, at least. Even though I just don't know what the hell happened there. Like, I'm not complaining about, like, nuking him. I don't know how I did it, but I'm just gonna say I'm goated. That's what I'm gonna go with. I've been very curious on what this dude is gonna say about like all this. Well, Mr. Butts, dude, no way. That cheating she-dog, I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. We gotta find a boss you can't cheese. With like. Is it still cheese if it's accidental? Is it though? I generally don't know about that. Like, if what the, I mean, because for me, I guess it's cheese by definition. I don't feel like I cheesed at the same time. I don't know. A boss I can't cheese though. I don't know what. I'm trying to remember how the bosses in Kingdom Hearts 3 were. Because it's been a long time since I've tried Remind. I don't know what the cheese like strats are for that, and so I probably shouldn't be able to cheese those. I hope. The only one I was going to intentionally cheese was Axel, and that's just because I literally cannot do that one. Not because of like any, I can't do it right now because of skill issue. But I can't even attempt it without getting like not motion sick, but like my eyes feel incredibly strained because the rapid movement with the bright background and the way the camera is like. Constantly moving. My eyes just do not like that one. I believe the accused motive is clear to everyone. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment the day of the murder. Did you not? Well, did you? Or did you not? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Oh, he went. What do I do? I feel like having him answer honestly would be the funniest thing still. How bad can he dig himself into a hole? Let's find out. I can get him out of no matter what hole he's in. So let's just see how far he digs it first. I know, I'll send him a signal. Tell the truth. Is he gonna understand what that meant at all? Yeah, I was there, I went. Yeah, I did it. Order, well, Mr. Buzz, dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so like I didn't see her. His voice got that, oh jeez. You good, man? Your Honor, defendant's lying. The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who was your witness? The man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery. Before we got the by discovery announcement, you saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Or in the court, Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank. Is it Sawit to the stand? I'm just gonna call him Frank. I don't know how to pronounce that thing. You did it. I saw the intro to this chapter. I saw you do it. You saw newspaper subscriptions. Is that correct? Oh yes, newspapers. Yes. Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. By the way, I play this game and stop in the very next episode. I could not take the storytelling in this game. I find shit I can't take the serious storytelling to try to tell, but at the same time, the most out-of-world things happen in the courtroom to move the story. I think I know what you mean, because I do remember some stuff. Like, I think I got halfway through. Not halfway through. I think I got like... I forgot why I dropped it entirely. I didn't drop it for anything related to the game. I think I just had stuff going on. I forgot to pick it back up. But I think I remember what you're talking about, because I think there was something involving, like... I don't remember how Maya is no longer our person. I just know that she's not going to be next to us this entire time. And there was something involving the girl that replaced her. That's as far as I remember. Like... Witness account. What do you got to say for yourself? I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it was strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I mean, did he say he left the door open? Did I read that right? Oh, I can't be a log. If he had just left the door open, you know, and saw it there, then I quailed and frightened, found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some quarters phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout. Let's out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. All right. Now, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. May begin your cross-examination. How did this dude doesn't know what a cross-examination is? How did he get his law degree? All right, this is it, the real deal. What exactly am I supposed... Dude, you had to be quizzed over who the victim was. You had to be quizzed over who even the defendant was. You don't know what a cross-examination is. Frankly, Larry Butts is screwed. Like, he's actually just screwed. There's nothing... Get a new lawyer. Just get a new lawyer, man. Why? You exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You know the key, it's in the evidence. Compare the witness testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness testimony. Then, once you found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Open the court record of RB, then point out the contradiction in testimony. All right. Can I look at the court record? Oh, I don't want to present. So I could give him the attorney badge. So time of death, 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. All right. I mean, I guess. Electricity to Miss Stone's building was out from noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. So I'm assuming it just has to do with something involving the time. All right. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it's strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw a line there and moved. Okay, so I can't go back. All right. Clear and frightened, found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly is 1 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, defending sitting right over there. That's all of it. There must be a contradiction there somewhere. Examine the court record of RB. If something strikes you as being suspicious, then find the evidence that contradicts his testimony presented. Well, so it being 1 p.m. when he found it does not match the time of death being between 4 and 5 at all. And so I think that would probably be it. What is press versus present? All right, press. Let's see what happens. 1 p.m. Are you certain? Yes, absolutely. Seems really confident. 1 p.m. Right. Doesn't it seem strange to you? Yeah, okay, so it is, I think, gonna be, I think this? Oh, the music stopped, so I think that's right. Found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There's no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, that. Oh, jeez, this dude got some lungs on him. This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. He did say, I remember it exactly. Mr. Sawit, why are you so certain you found the body at 1 p.m.? Well, gee, that's a really good question. Great job, right? Way to put him on the spot. That's all I have to do, point out contradictions. I'm glad this is how we learned how to be a lawyer. This is really good whenever it's a murder trial that your friend was falsely accused of doing. That's a good time to learn how to be a lawyer. Well, lies always beget more lies. See through one and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? What do you guys say for yourself now? You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It probably... No, there was a blackout. It wasn't coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video off a tape program. That's what I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Yeah, no, it was blacked out. You couldn't have done that. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a tape program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I got this one already. This one's easy. I got this. I don't know which one to do. I guess the victim must have been watching a video off a tape program. I'm guessing here's where I present blackout record. Because that's the one where he mentions it had to be a tape thing, and it couldn't be. The prosecution said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. This record proves it. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Well, the defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Wait, I remember now. The court preferred to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. I think just a couple of them on that scale should completely throw away any credibility he has. And you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Hearing the time. What do you got to say for yourself? Actually, I didn't hear it. Time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment. Wasn't there? Yeah. The murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. Did it have a clock on it? You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness gladly. Does it have a clock on it at all? Where... Can I view it at all? Nice. Thank you. I don't know. I can't tell if that even... I'm guessing that's supposed to be a clock there. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw now. Find the contradiction. But he said he didn't go in the apartment. I'm trying to... I just don't know what to contradict here. I feel like the thinker is it. That must have been what I saw. I don't know where to use it here. Because it has to do with his testimony that I think, where he said he didn't go in there. Because how would he have seen it? Let me... Is it there? Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was the statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? Okay, so I was right on it. Like, I didn't know if it was a clock or not, but I'll take it. You with your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are? Just answer the question. Hey, I saw there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may, yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. The neck of the switch, you just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. So the murder weapon was a table clock after. Then, well, that calls into question on how he knows that. Appears that the witness testimony is correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now? Yeah, I do. Your Honor, there's a gaping hole in the witness testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew the clock because he went into the apartment. That's the only way he would know. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you're the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock and the shock of the bullet triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Luckily, we had this pre-notion that, you know, of the murder itself. Mr. Sawat, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice is burned into your mind. That's why you're so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Just look at him. That's my evidence. Just look at him. He did it. He's guilty. Would a witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day I never look. The clock. I heard no. I mean I saw. Oh, that's just uncalled for. That's just. Listen, we could take a minute. Do you want me to do I give it back? Like what do I do with it? You threw it at me, but do I give it back? Do I just keep it on the floor and just let you do this? Like, what do I do here? It was him. I tell you, I saw him. He killed her, and you should burn, give him death. He still has his hairpiece there. Order in the court, I say, Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claim. Mr. Wright, Your Honor, claimed the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is right on this. I better think through it carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. heard was definitely this clock. If you simply, I guess, try sounding, if you ask their neighbors, examine the clock battery. I don't know if that would help at all. Try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock now here in this court, Your Honor. May I have the clock? Ask the court to listen very carefully. Beep. I think it's 8:25. That's always a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. Oh, that is 8, 9, 10. That's 3 hours off. And that, I guess, wouldn't line... Yeah, that wouldn't line up with the 4 p.m. Precisely this discrepancy between what Mr. Sawat heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sawat, try to talk your way out of this one. I believe in him. I think he can do it. You forgot one thing. What's he talking about now? While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. I didn't know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder. If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. Is that real? I don't think that's how that works. He's right. How am I gonna prove that? I don't know that. I'm not a lawyer, and apparently he barely is one either. So I don't know fully how it works, but Mr. Wright, seems like you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you that's indict, right? The witness, unfortunately. This ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sawat. I come all the way down here testifying, look what happened. Do you treat me like a criminal? I wonder why I would do that. you lawyers are all slime, including the one defending you. I almost had him. Sorry, Larry, I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Well, Larry's going to the chair. Can she do this? Like, he already said everything was done. Not so fast. Maya, I mean, Chief, listen up, right? Don't throw this one away. Not like this thing. But, Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes, but that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking outside of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason, you'll have your proof. Right. Can you think of a reason why the clock would be 3 hours slow? I was gonna say daylight savings time, but I don't think that factors in at all. I imagine I'm supposed to say yes. I'm trying to think of what it could be. But you know, I'll blindly say yes. Wait, maybe I can prove it. It must have evidence somewhere that could prove it, right? Fine, and let him have it. Well, Mr. Wright said the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. We found any evidence to support this claim, of course. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. So let's see you pull this one off. Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock is running slow. It's my attorney's badge. When I say it goes. Okay, time of death, that wouldn't count for it. Statute, that wouldn't do it. Passport. Is the time difference between Japan and Paris 3 hours? I'm guessing it's that because we also haven't used that like this entire case. That's the only one that I guess would make sense. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As you all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. I knew that. I knew that one. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow. It was 9 hours fast. The victim hasn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when he struck her dead in the apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Solid, or should I say Mr. Did It? We gotta work on that as well. You gotta work on being a lawyer, and you also gotta work on your insults. You go. Yeah, you're going to jail for a while, buddy. I also shouldn't have a lawyer's license. Order, I say. Well, this case is showing turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness, he was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright, yes, Your Honor. I have to say I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly. And find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. I learned how to be a lawyer today. I just got the gift. At this point, this is only formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. He's back. Is he wearing, like, are those sandals or those just like the color of like his boots? And with this, the court is adjourned. You probably next time, I know I got you off, like, okay, I need to work on the phrasing on what I was about to say there. I know I got you a not guilty verdict, Larry Butts. However, you need to probably get a new lawyer next time you have an issue. It turns out that Frank Sawit was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house that day. When Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sawit let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sawit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. That's a lot of blood, jeez. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. Phew, I still can't believe we won. Dude had no confidence himself. I mean, it makes sense. But because he's not a lawyer, I feel like if he doesn't know basic stuff about his own case. Right. Good job in there. Thank you. I'm the GOAT. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she is this glad, I can't imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, You're supposed to be happy. What's wrong? To be fair, like the girl he loved is still. It doesn't change the girl he loved is dead. Like that still happened. She was still murdered, and he still had to go through all that. And she was seeing other people. Aw, Nick, don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no. I mean, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed, but Miss Cindy Winnie's gone, man. Gone forever. Where she was. Nah, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. You can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butt's innocent. You think his name is some kind of joke? I got a problem with you. I could sue you right now for Well, is that defamation? I don't know what. Thanks. I don't think it's a compliment, but I won't forget this ever. What's up, Rick? Dinner? Movie? My treat? Oh no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one that got you off the hook. He moved on kind of fast. Here, take this. It's a present. Present for me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this call for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made... That's impressive, not gonna lie. Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick. Why are you so locked in all of a sudden, man? Can you believe it? I was so into that chick, and she was playing me for a fool. Don't that make you just want to cry? Larry, are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh? I'm not just sympathizing. Really. Isn't that right? Right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Oh yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? She helped me become an attorney. I was one of the people paying her. I'm guessing the fact that she kept the statue, but even then, like, I don't think that proves anything. I think that it's just a good clock. To be honest, it's most likely because it's a good clock and not that she felt anything. Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. She took it when she traveled. Whatever, she probably needed a clock, that's all. I mean, yeah. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. It's a good clock. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick, I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence. Yeah, I'm a lawyer. I really would hope that he sees the importance of evidence. Evidence is very, very critical in a case. Personally, it's my personal opinion as a non-lawyer, but I think it's quite important. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People too. You never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. In order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself, right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. We will find the door to the light. We will open and then close. Kingdom Hearts. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner on me? We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah, oh, speaking of Harry, you're saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part at least. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime, maybe over drinks. So my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends. But I'm sure he's not gonna pay us unless you count the clock he gave Maya." I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. My promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be a promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. Well, I'm starting to think I remember how the girl in the purple light came to be. Brand new episode has been added. Saving content. It told me it was saving my content. Why are you asking me if I want to save my progress? It already did that. I guess it's making save data of it. Oh, that is high pitched. Jeez. Pick up the phone. Just answer. Hello? This is Maya. Hey, Maya. It's me. Okay, so it's Mia Maya, not... I thought that was always pronounced Maya. Unless they're both Maya and they're just messing with me. You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, lonely, and it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, call because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you? Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I got you. So, what is it this time? It's a clock. Clock? Yeah, it's made to look like that statue, the Thinker. It tells you the time. Thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now. You know I'm only teasing. Should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now, huh? It's not working. That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. Put some papers inside instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility that it might turn out that way, yes. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9 to pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner something good, like burgers. I could really go for a good burger. Me and you both. Okay, we'll hit the usual joint. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis, see you soon. Yep, I'll be waiting, Maya. Oh, God. Why would you do that to me? Jeez, that was... that is as loud as a smoke detector in my room. Jeez. Conversation recorded September 5th, 9:27 a.m. September 5th, 8:57 p.m. Faye & Co. Law Offices. Now, Miss Faye, I'll take what's mine, the papers. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. Miss Faye, you are a poor liar. Why, I see it right over there. That must be the Thinker that swallowed those papers. How could you know? Oh, you're not... I don't even know where to begin pronouncing it. Cogniferous? My background? Gathering information is my business, you see. I should have been more careful. Oh, my dear Miss Faye, I am so very sorry, but I'm afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Faye. Man, we're already using plot devices from the get-go. It's 2 episodes in, we're already doing it. Red, white, blue. September 5th, 9:08 p.m. Faye & Co. Law Offices. Uh-oh. Wait. Huh? That's strange. Guess the chief left without me. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell? Blood. Maybe she's in her office. Examine. Can I just... Oh, I guess I don't have a choice. Examine? Oh, I see. I smell blood, and that can't be good. I have to check and see if the chief's okay. But first, let me admire this painting. Oh, never mind. I guess I can't admire that painting. I wanted to admire the nice little painting over there. It smelled blood. So, sis, someone's there. Chief. That's the one I remember. That's who I remember from this game. That's our, you know, Mr. Ace Attorney himself. Who are you? That doesn't answer my question. The strange girl dropped that cold. I left her lying on the office sofa. I went back to the chief where she lay under the window. Well, at least all the evidence is right here. Her body was still warm. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade until finally she was cold. Chief. I mean, I got, we gotta get the Thinker here. It's encrusted dry blood. How ironic this became the murder weapon. Again. I mean, obviously, I should probably look over the body. Chief. It's really hard seeing like this, but if there are any clues here, she was struck on the head with a blunt object. She probably died instantly. The Thinker lying next to her must have been the murder weapon. Thinker added to the court record. There are some glass shards near she's body. Must be a piece of the glass light stand lying broken in the back of the room. Broken glass remains of the glass light stand, broken beyond all recognition, and yet he was able to recognize it. Nothing else that seems like a clue here. Piece of paper. It must have fallen from Maya's hand. Or I don't know if it's Maya or Mia's. The word is written in blood on this scrap of paper. Oh, it's chapter 1 of Danganronpa all over again. Maya, I'm guessing it's Mia is what I'm gonna go with. Did Mia write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from a department store dated yesterday. Receipt added to court record. That's enough snooping around for now. I better call the police and find out what that girl was doing here. I want to look at stuff. Some shards of glass. They seem remnants. No clues there. I mean, there's a broken potted plant. Can I look at that picture at least? No clues here. I guess not. No clues here. I guess move. Is there a phone out here? That girl is now. Where'd she go? I put her right there on that sofa. Uh-oh. She didn't run on me. Don't scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay. I work here. Maya Faye. Maya Faye? Maya? So, Mia was writing this girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt. I never thought there'd be use for evidence like this outside the courtroom. I'm gonna, I guess, give this to you as a present. Before Mia died, she wrote her name. She wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote on the back of this receipt. That's my name. Why would she write my name? Please, just calm down. Why would sis write my name? Uh-oh, now I've done it. Better hurry up and call the police. Can I talk to you? What happened? She seemed to be in shock. I don't want to disturb her, but I have to know. Excuse me. Can you tell me what happened? I came in. The room was dark, and sis... So she was already dead. You and the chief? So, you're the chief's sister. I'm your younger sister. You were here visiting this late at night? Yes. She said she wanted me to keep some evidence for her. Evidence? Yes. It was in that clock. It was the thinker. Her sprite looks a bit different than I remember. I don't know if I'm just misremembering or if maybe there's like some different sprites in this like version of the collection or whatnot. Examine. Where's the phone to like call? The reception desk. I usually sit here. Oh, that explains why he doesn't know what's going on. He's just a receptionist. Small Ryan desk clerk of office supplies. Move. Office. Now I can use the phone. Oh, how nice of them. The ledger book. Everything is written in she's ultra neat handwriting. It's a small office, but it makes a good bit of money. Right, I better call police. That's funny. Yeah, the screws in the receiver are missing. It looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Police. Please come quick. What was that? Someone screwing from outside the window? Hi there. She's staring right at me. She's holding a phone in her hand. Well, at least that covers the police situation. We should probably flee, however. Maya, do you realize? Do you realize? The police sounds like they're coming this way. Freeze, police. Hi there. All right, I'm Detective Dick Gumshoe. Oh man. Oh man. Boy, your parents did a number on you, man. They what a two-piece name you got there, man. Gumshoe, what an odd name. See, it's not even just me that's saying it, given. I know that's an actual name, but the 1-2 combo of it being Dick Gumshoe is up there with like Dick Buckus for like just a legendary two-piece. We received a report from the building across the way. See, got a person saying they saw a murder. Must have been that woman I saw. How'd she see a murder if like she's under the window? Unless she was in the upper floor, but then she also wouldn't have seen me do anything. Like, what? Anyway, I don't want either of you moving 1 inch, okay? I mean, good thing I already took the evidence. Great, just great. Maya, wait. She wouldn't have. Nah. Whoa. Excuse me. Eek. The word Maya here means anything to you? That's my name. What? The victim drew this note here in her own blood, see? With her dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. Killer, I'm not. Case closed. You're coming down the... Man, that was... good thing this chapter's already over. What? Mia's younger sister Maya was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out till the next morning. My eyes were heavy. I couldn't sleep. I sat around, waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I talked to Maya as soon as possible. September 6th, 9:07 a.m. Detention center. Visitor's room. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. Almost like she's accused of murder. I'd probably do it, Phoenix. Oh, it's you, the lawyer. Why you gotta say it like that? Good morning. Good morning. She looks so tired. Are you gonna be my attorney? Well, that's what I want to talk to you about. Sorry, not a chance. I'm not gonna do that to her. I'm gonna give her the option, but part of me is really tempted to hit that sorry not a chance and just be like completely messed up about it. But I don't think that'd be too much. I think that'd be too far. Plus, if she wasn't related to me, then I probably would, to be honest, but I'm not gonna do that to her. It's up to you. I better give it to her straight. It's up to you. Up to me, yes. I don't think this should be something I have to decide. After all, you're the one in trouble here. They're never gonna believe me, are they? Even you. When you found me at the office, you looked at me like I had done it. Did I look at her like that? No, I never thought. It's okay. I understand. And I've also heard about you. Heard? What have you heard about me? What have you heard? I saw my sister on the phone the other day. She better not have insulted me. Today was my junior partner's first time in court. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on edge the whole time. It's been a while. So he crashed and burned? Very close to. I didn't know what cross-examining was and how important evidence is in a case until then. He's a genius. He figured out how to be a lawyer in less than an hour. One of those strike fear in the hearts of evil types. The only thing he's lacking is experience, huh? Sounds like it was fun. Well, I know who to go to if I ever get in trouble now. I don't know, Maya. Think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. That is, unless you want to be found guilty. Boy, you're gonna be found guilty, Maya. That's what she said. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you. It's okay. It's true. I mean, I guess. But at the same time, I can't just sit by and watch. I think of the person who did this to Mia. I know. Here's my lawyer badge. Sorry, I've never seen that before. Here's the thinker. I want to ask you about the... Oh, I was just giving her random stuff. I didn't know I was actually supposed to be doing that. I want to ask you about the murder weapon. Poor sis. Better not ask her about this now. What? This is... Here's some glass. Start moving your hand around this glass. I saw it too. They said they thought these were pieces of broken light stand. Yeah, that seems about right. Though I never heard of a glass light stand before this. Remember that receipt? You mean the one with my name on it? Any idea why she... Absolutely none. Do you trust me? I trust you. I trust you. Why? Don't you think I did it too? No, I had a vision. You're good. No, I don't. It's just a hunch, but... That detective thinks I did it. Let's talk about, what were you doing the day of the crime? Can you tell me about the day of the murder? Yes, let's see. That morning, I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. Evidence? Yes. A clock shaped like the thinker. The one Larry made. I could have evidence in a case. Right. She said something about that. I remember. Do you want to hear it in her own voice? Her own voice? Yes. I'm pretty sure our conversation's on my cell phone. You record it? Yeah. Forget how to delete those things. Yeah, that would be important. Show me that cell phone, please. You say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone. Let's hear it. Right. Oh, just remember, that detective took my cell phone. Sorry. Oh, right. Of course. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him for it. I'll write you a note. So, you don't forget, okay? Sure. Thanks. Maya's memo added to the court record. How'd she type that? Could you tell me about the day of the murder? Sorry, I know it must be hard. No, it's okay. All I've been doing it the last few hours, talking about it. Kind of gotten used to it. Let's see. That morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. That's the thinker clock that Larry made. It practically qualifies as serial murder by now. So then, when did you arrive in the office? Also, yeah, that is a good point. Like, when are we gonna start suspecting Larry of like doing like some stuff to like get people to murder with his stuff? Like, what? There has to be something voodoo going on or something. It was right around 9. The lights were off and I could smell blood. Then I found her, my sister. Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear for now. I don't even know what to say. Like, what am I about to ask her by just saying Maya? There's something I've been wanting to ask you. Yes? What's with that outfit? That's not what I expected him to say when the option was just Maya. Oh, this is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say. Acolytes, like people in religious training? What is it you do? Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium. In training, as you do. A spirit medium? I'm pretty sure that qualifies as strange. Tell me about your cell phone some more. Let's not go down that topic. Sir, an acolyte, medium in training. That's right. The Fae family, especially the woman, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world. Wait a second, you said the Fae family? So, Amelia was in this stuff too? Of course. She left the mountain to follow her career, she said. Her powers were first class too. I had no idea. I think that is something that could get listed, like you blacklisted from being a lawyer. Not like blacklisted, but make people very hesitant to make you be their lawyer. Wait, what? So, you're a real honest-to-goodness spirit medium with ESP and all that. There's really no escape from it, really. There's no escape from Zero Escape. 999 will follow me everywhere I go, just like Danganronpa and everything else Kadaka does. Yes, in training. Well, can't you contact Mia's spirit then? You can just ask her who killed her. I'm sorry, I'm still in training. I don't think that evidence would be allowed in court, to be honest. I couldn't do something on that level. I thought that would be too easy. Huh? Something matter? I was wondering, could I ask you a favor? This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. And, well, I'm in trouble. Do you think you could go ask him to represent me? If it's what she wants, it's her business at the end of the day. So yeah, I mean, sure, why not? I'll go ask. Thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to. Say, what about your parents? I see. Don't worry. Leave it to me. Thank you. The trial's tomorrow at 10. What, tomorrow? Tomorrow. What if this guy refuses? They told me if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me. When will that happen? Give me until 4 this afternoon, and visiting hours are almost up. I better hurry. Right. I'll be back. I guess move to the Grossberg Law offices. That painting goes hard. According to receptionist, the big boss is out. She couldn't say when he'd be back. It must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. We're talking to Saul Goodman, aren't we? Not to mention run an office like this. I guess we'll just have to come back later. Let's examine this painting. I mean, that painting has been bugging me ever since I stepped in here. The oil paint is so thick it's practically giving me a stuffed nose. I'm sure the price is nothing to sneeze at either, for that matter. I mean, I guess there's I should probably go tell her the lawyer ran in. Hey, what is it? Did you meet the lawyer? Sorry, I haven't seen him yet. I see. Better go see if I can find this elite lawyer she's talking about. I guess I can go September 6th, Fan Co. offices. The office is filled with police officers. Probably busily searching for clues. Hey, you there. This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Sorry. I know you're from somewhere. Oh, yeah, I was here at the scene of the crime, and honestly, I'm surprised I'm not a suspect. Wait, you're that Butts guy, aren't you? No. Phoenix Wright. Yeah, how could anyone mistake you for Larry? I guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. That Butts guy, he was a killer, and you're no killer, right? Well, he wasn't a killer either. It was proven innocent. Right, and you were... you know, he kept getting my name wrong. I'm gonna call him Suede Shoes. Suede Shoes, wasn't it? That's me. Don't step on my blue suede shoes. Wait, that's a song, pal. My name is Dick Gumshoe. Yeah, I don't know. You cannot keep giving me this two-piece like that, man. Wait, that's a detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway, get the name right, and don't go call me Dick. Hey, Dick, get over here. Yes, sir. Be right there. You're her lawyer, right, pal? If you got business here, you better do it quick. Oh, he thinks I'm Maya's lawyer. I don't know if what you're doing is a crime, but... let me talk about Maya. About Maya, yeah. I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal. But this is one trial you aren't gonna win. Why do you say that? The city put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. Edgeworth? I'm pretty sure you know what that means. You being a lawyer and all. Edgeworth? Prosecutor Edgeworth, that's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you do know him, don't you? Of course not. Never heard of him. Whoa, and you call yourself a lawyer, pal? Well, you're not much of a detective either, man. Don't you come looking at me like that. I don't appreciate it. About 4 years ago, this Edgeworth guy became a prosecutor at the age of 20. Everyone says he's a genius. Surprised you don't know him. Yeah, I stay in my own lane. Of course I know him. I was just playing dumb. He's a cold, heartless machine who'll do anything to get a guilty verdict. There are rumors of back alley deals and forged evidence. All I know for sure is that Edgeworth hates crime with an almost abnormal passion. He's obsessed over it. Never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. What about Mia? About Miss Faye. Did you do an autopsy? You want to know the results, eh? Now, don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright. You can see the report, but that's all. Time of death, 9 p.m. Cause, single blunt force trauma. Death was instantaneous. Alright. Oh yeah, I should probably ask about... Yeah, I want this, I was wondering, did you see, my FA's cell phone? Oh, that? I have that. You think you can give it back? Sure. I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer. Uh-oh, he's on to me. I feel like I should just tell him straight. If I tell him why I want it, there's no way he'll give it to me. Something the matter? Oh, no, it's just, you know, detective. Nope, I know nothing, pal. That cell phone has a lot of numbers on it, like your boyfriend's. His cell phone holds all the sweetest and spiciest secrets, You're trying to confuse me. Sorry, pal. Alright, checked all the numbers in memory. Impressive. Quite the detective. Uh-huh. Oh, here, you can have the phone back. There weren't any suspicious call records in there after all. Seems you didn't notice the recorded conversation. My cell phone received from Detective Gumshoe. It seems like we just give him a roundabout way of giving it straight. Check the court record to hear the recorded conversation. Okay. Check. Maya, what's okay, so it's just the okay, so it's just the evidence from the intro stuff. Guess I've asked all the questions I need to. You're done, pal? Yes, thank you. I'll be heading out now. Oh, wait. One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. Anyway, better not. No influencing the witness with your lawyery ways, pal. Come to think of it, I completely forgotten about her. I'm gonna go tamper with the witness. The witness, yeah. Miss April May. I'm sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her. Well, you just told me her name. Miss May, huh? So you've already sent her home then? Aha, you're trying your lawyerly tricks on me now. She's not gonna go outside her room until the trial, so she's stuck in the hotel across the way. Guess I should know her better than trying to get a detective to leak information. You got that right, pal? Tell them pay a visit to Miss May. Guess that's where I'm to move to, because I don't imagine Grossberg's still not there. I guess I could go find out, actually. Yeah, I guess he's just not. Gatewater Hotel. That is a that's a goated name. Whoever came up with that, that's kind of goated. Well, hello there, handsome. Thank you. Hi, smooth, right? Real smooth. Well, to be fair, Mr. Wright, I don't think you'd be allowed to do that I don't think you'd be allowed to be flirting with a witness. I think you might get in trouble for that. I think you might get in trouble for doing this, given you're technically not a lawyer yet. So I guess this wouldn't be a crime. You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said, I'll say nothing to that lawyer, pal. He remember himself, thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder. Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. It's all so exciting, I can hardly contain myself. Oh, let me go freshen up so I can look the part of the beautiful eyewitness. I pity the lawyer that's to cross-examine this one. Let's go look out the window. There's the Fay & Co. office building, of course. You can see the inside of the room pretty clearly from here. I think it'd be a little difficult to recognize that face from this distance, though. No clues here. What's this right here? There's a screwdriver stuck in this drawer. I wonder what's inside. Let's take a look. Hey. What are you doing? No touching. Oh, bad boy. You really shouldn't pry around in other people's rooms now. You don't want to make me upset, wouldn't you? Upset? I thought she was going to explode for a second there. I wonder what could be inside the drawer. Well, I'm a lawyer, so I could, you know, break and enter. What did you witness? Do you think you could tell me something? And describe what you observed at the time of the incident. Oh, observe incident? You sound just like a lawyer in the movies. I like a man with a big vocabulary. I don't know what she's guilty of, but I want her locked up too. Better not encourage her, or, you know, that thing that happened the other day, the bad thing. What did you see when it happened? I don't suppose you could tell me about it. Pretty please. Let me see. Well, dream on. You want to know you have to come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer? Oh boy. Could you just who are you? Oh, Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me? No. Hey, I'm just doing my job here. It's my job to hit on you. Teehee, you know, you're cute when you blush. Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Right. Can you just tell me what is it you do? Well, no. And you, had your little hopes up, didn't you? Oh, boy. Why are you here? I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Someone staying here with you? Oh, what an amazing power of observation. Must be one of those famous detectives like on television. Oh, no. I'm just a lawyer. Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues in the garbage, hmm? Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers. Oh, boy. How about I present to you, here's my badge. Excuse me, if I'm a witness, police witness, do you understand? I can't possibly give you any information in good conscience, huh? Me, the witness. It's just like in the movies. I guess there's nothing I can really do here outside of go for the screwdriver again. Inside, cough, cough, maybe later. Is there anything I can do to get her out of here? I guess. Let me go. There's no more talk left. I guess at this point I should probably just... let's go see if Maya... Well, no. She's just still... I just show up like, oh, you're still sad? Okay, I'm going to the law office. Seems like Mr. Grossberg is out. Well, maybe I should just wait here for him to come back. Ahem. That wasn't the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard. Ah. So you're the one they say has been looking for me. Yes, that's me. He looks even grander than I imagined. That's a word to describe it. That badge on your collar? Ah, so you're a lawyer, are you now? Yes, well, yes. And what do you want? Not particularly busy these days. Please proceed. Not busy? How come no one can get in touch with you? Can't a man just chill? Like, what's wrong if a man just wanted to take some time, take a break, go relax for a bit, go hit the town? I mean, he's been a lawyer for a while. He's veteran. He's seasoned. He might just want to go out and hit the town for an hour. Is that so wrong? Something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am. What do you want? Out with it. Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya. Maya Fey. Ah, yes, Maya Fey. Go on. Why the strange reaction? Ah, sure. I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go taking case on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible. Wait a second. I should know the trial was tomorrow. Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry, end of discussion. What's going on? He refused me before I even got a chance to ask him. What do I tell Maya? You tell him that, exactly. I'm more curious about the painting than his refusal. That's quite a painting. You noticed. It's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. It's worth at least $3 million. I have no intention of parting it. Of course. I don't know if I could afford $3 million. To be honest, no. I won't sell it. Not even to you. I was interested personally. I don't got that type of money. Not even close. I'm about $3 million short. It's not for sale. I'm not buying. Jeez. All right, let's ask about your refusal. I can just refuse like that. Please tell me. Why won't you take the case? We see, it's just, I'm busy, you see. But the client is Mia Fey's sister. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands. Yes, of course, I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry, goodbye, creep. Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyway. I'll go look elsewhere. Grumble, think not, huh? Did you say something? Did you say something to me, man? Did you say something? I think not, I said. What do you mean? I'm terribly sorry, but I'm afraid no lawyer with their salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, boy. Why? I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave now? I've got nothing more to discuss with you. What's going on here? Alright, what about... I didn't know Mia Fey. She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see. A mission. You could see in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion. Never looked back, that one. Oh, and I can't ask about the thing. Oh, by the way, here's my badge. Very sorry, but I got nothing to say regarding this matter. That's just my badge, man. Can't even comment on my I should probably go tell her, hey, by the way, you don't have a lawyer. Alright, September 6th, 3:42 p.m. Detention Center Visitors Room. She only has like 18 minutes until she has to have a lawyer. Hiya. Oh, you're back. Did you find the lawyer? Well, what do I tell her? Well, see, just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. I should be honest, that's not even close to true. What really happened? You don't mean he refused to help. I see. I've been abandoned then. I'll do it. Your family? What about your family? I only have my sister. My father died when I was very young. I don't know where my mother is. Don't know. So she could still be alive? The woman in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man and he ruined our mother's lives. Ruined. After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced that she would become a lawyer and she left the mountain. So, you live by yourself? Yes. I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent or I would lose my powers. I feel bad for her, all by herself, up on that mountain. Who was the man? So, who was the man that ruined your mother? About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads and they were getting quite desperate. Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they? The police convinced my mother to try and contact the victim. Wow, so what happened? The case was solved, we thought. You thought? The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. Yeah, that's why you don't use spirit mediums in court cases. Like, whether you think that they're real or not on what they're doing, you just don't do it, because there's no way to know. A police consultation of the medium had all been carried out in secret, of course, but a man found out about it and leaked it to the press. He told the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. She and my mother became the laughingstock of the nation. I see. White, excuse me, White. That was his name. My sister told me. White, Just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. 4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave here? I mean, she wanted the state-appointed lawyer. No, I'll volunteer. I made up my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not. That's not what I was going for. I was just going to say I'll do it if you want still, but like, I don't think you can just tell someone I'm going to defend you. Why? Why? Well, I can't abandon you. No one is as sad as a person without any friends. I know, I've been there a long time ago. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Either that or they could be like Saul Goodman and just be doing it because they can. I won't abandon you. You can count on me. That's so kind of you. It's such a heartwarming moment. Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here. Right, thank you. Woo, just want to last. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? Yes, and I trust you. So you trust me too, okay? It's a deal. So, what next? There's something that's been bugging me. Just, what was inside that strange woman's drawer? When I try to open the drawer, she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. Or we could ask her about it. Or we can just go back to the drawer and go look. Good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are, I beg your pardon, sir. I am the bellboy of this establishment. At your service, sir. Oh, right. I'm just come up to deliver room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? I believe our guest, Miss May, is currently using the, facilities. If you got no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Yeah. Wait, no, hey. Why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? Wait, that was my chance to snoop around a bit. I almost forgot. Hello there, Nagito is based. That is a fantastic name you got there. I'm doing well, so how about you? I ask you to inform Miss May that there's a message for her. Please tell her that Mr. White of the Blue Corp phoned. Well, I mean, we just heard that name. Alright, sure. Mr. White, a Blue Corp. Where have I heard that name? Dude, that was like that wasn't even 10 minutes ago in like the game time. How'd you forget about that? Like, you've heard that already. White, that was the name my sister told. Okay, good. He does have a functioning memory, even though like he didn't know how to be a lawyer when he started, started the murder trial. Don't mind the name. It's an inside joke between me and a few friends I used to know. I misread it. Nagito. No, it is Nagito, isn't it? Nagito is base. Like, that's a goated name. Like, I didn't know, like, if I misread it or not. I might be misreading it. It's like in a certain part of my vision is like doubling up. I think it's right. I hope it's right. What was the name of the guy who ruined Mia and Maya's mother? Could it be a coincidence? Don't mind that. Go take screwdriver. Screwdriver. Go take it. There's a screwdriver sticking out of that half-open drawer. That's my chance to see what's inside. What do we have here? A wiretap. I suggest a setting to make the text box transparent. Oh, there is a setting like that. Yeah, 100%. I didn't know there was an option like that. A wiretap. What would a woman like this be doing with a thing like this? Where would that be? Oh, am I able to preview it at all? I guess. How does this look? I didn't know that was an option like that. Thank you a lot for this. I was okay. That looks a lot cleaner. I like that a lot. Like, I did not know. I thought it was gonna have just half, like not half the screen, but like a quarter of the screen just like completely covered. Well, like, yeah, why would she need a wiretap? I mean, I guess the only thing I could think of is the dude was either spying on her to monitor her phone calls, or wiretap added to the court record. There's definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. How would she have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind all of this. I know it. All right. I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Maya's sake. I'll get to this woman's bottom. Wait, I mean, you know what I mean? Dude, you got no shame, Phoenix. You got no shame. Oh, bellboy's still there? Uh-oh. I'm a scram. I'll look for the tangoing with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court, of course. No, in court, of course. To be continued. I'm surprised they don't have a ... at the end. I'm surprised it's just hard blank. It's a shame too that the textbook blots your view of Maya's bazingas. I didn't know she was like that. I saw a bit of them. I didn't know I think they would like cut out like. I think it like took. That's like the upper chest where it happened. I think courtroom number 1, September 7th, 10 a.m. We're very punctual. I've seen this guy in the mailing the gifts and the memes. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Am I gonna have to be quizzed on how to be a lawyer again by the judge? Miles Edgeworth. I better not show any signs of weakness today or it will be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Yeah, nobody really knows about the text box transparency setting. It's a shame they don't default it. I'm surprised the default isn't like low. Like the low option, and it says the high and what. The only thing I could think of is unless that was in the original game and there was no option or something like that, and just doing it for I don't know the right word for it, but for because it's not authenticity is the wrong word for it, but to make it, I guess, the default true to what the original was. But even then, never mind. What other settings are there? Is that really vibration? I'm fine with it being on. I still just don't. I'm surprised it has control vibration in the first place. But story mode, change the story mode where everything, including solving case, will proceed automatically. Turn this mode on. At that point, I don't know about that one, to be honest. All right, that's the thing. The OGDS game did start off a transparent text box. Okay, that's just weird. Then, like, that is just weird. I don't, because this just looks so much cleaner. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. But it's not like you could change it either. Oh, could you not change on the DS version, or do you mean like you couldn't change it and whatnot? Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution is evident she committed this murder. On the DS version, I mean. Oh, see, like you couldn't change it on the DS, I'm guessing, if I'm reading that right. Or do you mean like you like it had the same settings, it just started off on transparent? Like I'm misreading something. I just don't know what part of it I'm misreading, because it's my brain is not functioning the best at the moment. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder. We have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. I may call our first witness, Your Honor. So this game started with a transparent text box, but you wouldn't be able to change it regardless. Oh, so then even more so, I'm surprised they don't start you off with transparent if that's what it was like originally and that was the only option. Because I feel like that would be the most like I said before, like the authenticity. Why am I struggling to say that word right now? Like to have it be default that and change to the full out one, because like this just looks clean. Like this looks a lot cleaner. Like the one with it being all there didn't look bad, but this looks a lot. This just looks better, in my opinion, and whatnot. Hi there. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name is Dick Gumshoe, sir. How'd you hear about this game? I don't remember how I've heard about it, to be honest. Like it had to be a long time ago at this point. I think I saw somebody saw probably just some memes about the objection at first. Like I've owned this game on at least PlayStation for a while now. I just never really got far. I think I'm already past to how far I got originally. Like it's been I've had it for a long time. I just do not I don't remember. I'm sorry. If I had to guess, I was either told about it or saw something about it and I'm like, man, that looks neat, and then got it and then completely forgot about it, and then every single time I went to go open, I'm like, oh, I'll get to it eventually, and just never did. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Why do you keep saying sir? Like, that's not your boss. It's a really good game. I've been liking it so far. I really like games like this. I like having to think a bit. It's nice to just relax and just chill out. Please describe us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use the floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by the window here. It's actually a bit of comfort game for me, if that makes sense. Once a year I play it. Oh, I get that entirely. I do the exact same thing with at least the first Danganronpa and stuff like that. Like I replay that ever since I played it once a year, maybe every 2 years type of thing. Like I get it. The body was found here, and the cause of death, loss of blood due to the being struck by the blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker found next to the body, sir. Why do you sound like a recruit talking to your sergeant? It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon even in a girl's hands, sir. Court accept the statue's evidence. The judge, I don't know if they drew it as such, but I wonder if he has in reality like a face trying not laugh, but trying to say, man, we're really doing this again. Just a few days later, we're doing the thinker again. They're still calling it a statue. 4 points added to the court record. Now, detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found on the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to court about this hard evidence. Alright, what do we got here? As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. Judge has a mild case of serious dementia. Yeah, he just it's just been I get it, it's been a couple of days, I tend to forget a lot, it's a statue, it's not a clock. I've never seen this statue before in my life. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. It's interesting that she waited that long on the call then. The very moment, you say. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? Couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Whoosh. Smack. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? Are you allowed to do this? Are you allowed to just throw stuff at lawyers? When my sister couldn't find any contradiction in witness testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. I did that last case. I'm guessing I wasn't supposed to be doing it then. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. Yeah, Should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks, despite, you know, living up in the mountains for a long time. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor, I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Alright, so I'm guessing... I guess I'll press what I question. I think that was very unfortunately lost in translation between consoles with the Pixar or the OG games. Oh yeah, that's probably why I like remember Maya looking different. Because I remembered Maya, but she looked different than what I remember her looking like. Like they don't like the new sprites don't look bad. They look good, but I will say like the Maya sprite that I remember is I do like it's enough of a difference to where I notice it despite not even playing, I guess, like the Pixar and just seeing her more of the Pixar style. There are two people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. He looked so happy he did that. He finally made an arrest. I think on the game sprite, they just look maybe too clean. Oh, yeah, I can see that. I can see that entirely on them being kind of... It kind of just not out of place, but a bit much. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. This is what I was questioning beforehand. I'm gonna press him about that, not press her. Well, I don't know. You know, I often do stream, by the way. I try at least 4 times a week. I don't know how it's gonna go this week with the holidays and whatnot. But I try to aim for at least 4 times. I try to aim like 4 out of the 5 weekdays, preferably. If not, then have like as much as I can just on the weekends. Do not press the 17-year-old, especially not in court, dude. I haven't pressed any 17-year-old unless there's something about Dick Gumshoe that I don't know about yet. I don't know why. I'm not gonna press Maya yet. I don't. Also, is Maya 17? Because I know she says she's been living alone for a few years. Did they really just leave her alone in the mountains at the age of 12 or something? That's messed up. That's messed up if they did. I know they have the whole family medium business, but that kind of makes me look at Mia a bit differently if she just left her like 11, 12-year-old sister alone. She is 17 in the next game. She turns 18. So I'm assuming that's when you get the option to press her in game. Yeah, if I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Did I say that? Me? You can check their ages in the profile menu. I'm curious on how old Phoenix is. Like, I'm curious on how old he is, and I'm curious on how old Gumshoe is, because I imagine... I have a feeling Gumshoe is going to be like, what's her face in Zero Escape, where she looked like in her late 20s, early 30s, and in game she's actually like, what was it, like late 40s, mid 50s. It's in the court record profiles. Mia 27, Maya 17, Dick Gumshoe 30, 64. I will say for a 64-year-old man, he doesn't look bad. Like, his skin's very smooth. Like, he doesn't look that bad. April May, age 23. Yeah, I could see it. Miles Edgeworth, age 24. Bellboy, age 26. I can't see Phoenix Wright's age. I'm guessing he's probably like 24. Something like that. I'm guessing he's around the same age as Miles Edgeworth. But yeah, like, that is one, like, I'm impressed. Whatever his skincare routine was, it did his wonders. Phoenix around the same age as Miles. Yeah, I would say probably then, yeah, 20, anywhere between 23 to 26. Even though he kind of looks like a man in his mid 30s. Exactly. What about this suspicious woman in Pink's claim was hard evidence? What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, she wearing pink. Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes. Yeah, sorry. I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. You know, many such cases in these trials, apparently. Hard evidence. What do you got? What's your hard evidence? After securing the suspects, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Do you reckon Gumshoe hits up woman like you could do with some dick in your life? I would say, yeah, I feel like he would do that, but I don't know. I don't think his brain operates even at that like high of a power yet. I've seen like he seems kind of he seems like too close to even be doing something like that. Like he's like he's not like he's below I think that Larry like Butts tier so far. Larry Butts would definitely do that if given the opportunity, but like Gumshoe, I feel like he's. I don't even know if he knows he can, like, I don't even think he's thought about that before. Or anything, even any puns involving his name. I think it just goes over his head. Lab test results show the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Did she write a 11037 by any chance as well? How do you like that? That's my hard evidence. Sean needs a little Dick Insider Detective Gumshoe 2001. That does go hard. That line does go hard. You know, that's a great quote by Gumshoe there. I think it might hurt him being a detective, but sorry, dude. I just need to get the jokes out of my system. Oh no, you're fine. Don't worry. Like, it's all good. Like there. Trust me, I was holding back on making a lot of jokes when it hit me with the 1-2 punch of his name being like Dick Gumshoe. Like I said, like there is like tiers to it. It's like the tier below being named like Dick Buckus. Like he's just right below that tier. Like it is a hell of a 1-2 punch. But again, we begin cross-examination. I have a question for you, detective. Your Honor, why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? You know, I'm real embarrassed. I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. You try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. I don't... What's the contradicting that could be here? I guess her seeing it? I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written piece of paper next to the victim's body. I had it, though. I'm the one that had it. Just because you found it next to the body doesn't mean the victim wrote it. Then who wrote it, smarty pants? I really am tempted to say I did just to see what happens. So, most, if not all, of Ace Attorney names are pun. In Gumshoe's case, both Dick and Gumshoe are old slang terms for detective. I knew Dick used to be like another name for like a nickname for Richard. I didn't know it used to mean like detective. I thought it was just like one of those names from like the 50s and 60s that just did not age well. You know what? I'm gonna say I did it. Nah, I did it. It could have been me. What? So it was you? No, I'm just saying it could have been me. Can you prove it wasn't? Hold on. So you admit to this? You admit that you wrote the note? Why is your finger so large? Also, why do you look so disappointed? You don't even look mad. You're like, are you just saying you did it? You saying you did it? Listen to me, Mr. Wright. This is a court of law, and I expect you to refrain from making thoughtless statements. Amateur. Well, detective, tell us what was written on that memo you found. Okay, so I guess I lose health if I present bad evidence, but if I press, it doesn't do anything. You know what? It might not have meant Maya. It could have said 11037. Do you have proof? Oh, it's just that again. Of course I do, pal. This might sound pretty confident. This might not be good. Lab test results show the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. I guess there's no proof that the victim did it herself. Maya's surname is Faye, comes from Morgan Le Fay, the witch from Old British culture that had something to do with summoning spirits. Oh, am I misremembering Morgan Le Fay? I know her from Smite, which is a hell of a way to know her from. I'm trying to remember, was she Fate? I'm trying to remember what she was in Fate and what she was to like Artoria and all that, and Artoria Mordred, if that was her I'm thinking of. What she did was really really crazy is one way to say it if I'm remembering it right, but crap, that's gonna bug me. I need to just look this up now. That's gonna bug me if I don't want this up. Morgan Le Fay Fate. I need to make sure that I'm remembering that it is her. All right, it looks like, okay, she is the one that, yeah, the older sister of King Arthur. Okay, I'm glad I remember that. What she did with the whole Mordred and other stuff with Artoria, kind of wild. I don't. She just kind of did that. Like, she just kind of made a. I don't know if it's a clone is the right term, or Maya's name comes from the Japanese name Mayo, and Mia's name was probably just chosen because they go together. Am I saying, like, is it Maya and Mia, or are they both Maya? Because I've always saw MIA as Maya. However, based on her name being Maya, I feel like it's not Maya and it's Mia. However, I also don't know how to write that in a in any text to say if it's Mia, Maya. Oh, I did not mean the. Okay, there we go. So I guess, yeah, there's no hard proof that the victim is the one that wrote the killer's name. Detective Gumshoe, do you get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes the killer's name? Sure, it happens all the time in books and in movies. It's Mia, not Maya. All right. Also, props to you for finding a way to be able to write that out in a way that because you could have easily said it's Mia, not Mia, and it would have been hilarious. Not gonna lie, but props to you. I'm glad it's something I was able to understand. There we go. I was half expecting that, not gonna lie, because I'm not gonna lie, I would do the exact same thing. Especially if I don't know the answer. Let's talk about reality, shall we? I guess. I haven't heard of many cases, no. I can find a little odd that the victim would write down a name, especially the name of her own sister. Well, I can tell you a piece of fiction that had this happen in its first chapter. I actually got a point, pal. Stop right there. The witness's opinion on the matter is irrelevant. The facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of her killer. Are you in the Danganronpa? Yeah. Like, I love all Kodaka's works. Like, even though I have not really, I think Raincoat is the only one I have not really played. If that Kodaka's made, like, I played all the Danganronpa games. I've played Shut in Order. Last Defense Academy is my game of the year for this year, with second being probably, honestly, Shut in Order. Like, Kodaka's just my goat. Order. That didn't go so well. That's right, what he said. That's his whole testimony. Okay, has to be a contradiction there somewhere. Let's find it. I was into two in high school and some of my brain chemistry changed. Now I really do not like them anymore. I really like, especially like whenever I got my couple of people into it, like seeing them go through it for the first time. Some of that did come from the fan base. That is true. Like the fan base, the fan base at large is fine, but there are some sects of it that are very. It's kind of like the My Hero Academia fan base, I guess, where there are sects of it that like they really have a reputation. But like, it's for the most part I just enjoy Kodaka's writing, and so like even though Danganronpa, I feel not a bit less of it now. I still think they're like great games, especially I think Trigger Happy Havoc is the atmosphere and just everything about it is just peak in my opinion. But like Kodaka's magnum opus in my opinion is like Last Defense Academy. Last Defense Academy is just, I don't know how he could top that, to be honest, given I said the same thing about like pretty much everything he's done. But I should probably be looking at the evidences. Single blunt force trauma, death was instantaneous. So, no, then the victim wouldn't be able to write it then. No. Yeah, here's some evidence for you. That's a gumshoe. There's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You see that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note that she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. I'm not trying to say that you're wrong for liking it. All I'm saying is I became really disassociated with the games. Oh, yeah, I 100% get it. Like, it is hard to tell people like that you are a Danganronpa fan because of this certain sects of the community and how they are, especially with the the person in your name. Sadly, they changed the objection sound cue. Oh, it was changed. I did hear something about someone's voice lines getting replaced. I don't know who it was for, but was it? I'm guessing it might have been that. How they changed it. What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? No. You have a backwards detective. Backwards. The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But no butting your way out of this one, detective. Order. Defense is a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything down. How can you say that with a straight face? Like, I feel like that's the most obvious thing imaginable. Like, that is one stronger judge than me. Okay, assuming I don't have audio hallucination, they changed Phoenix's objection voice line in this game. Was Phoenix, was his voice actor the one they replaced? And I don't know if it's this version I have or if there's some re-release after. I know someone, because I saw, I'm not going to say like a storm about it. I did see something about it. I don't know where from. But it could, if he's the one that got replaced, you might not be hallucinating. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon. When exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? And if I'm not having a manic episode, right, I have no idea why I changed it, because the game used to have the old sound lines. I think they, like I said, I think they might have changed it recently, because I did like see some stuff about that, like floating around on how like they I forget if it was patched it out or a different release now has them. I got the day after the murder, if I remember right. It was the day after the murder. Prosecution's point being, the voice line I heard comes from some later games. Oh, so it's not like replaced voice lines, it's like just newer, like just the newer versions of it. It might be, because I noticed when I was busy looking at the options for the language that like the Japanese version had a massive like quality, like audio like quality difference versus the others. The autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object, but there's a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. How convenient. I received these results this morning. No way. Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That sprite just looks so funny for me. I don't know why, like, just the way he looks and with the hand. That is all. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you had something up your sleeve. Isn't that also illegal to do? Not like present new evidence, but like hide it. Its attorney's game was made on a shoestring budget by like 10 people. I mean, it seems pretty quality for that given. Also, sadly, even indie games nowadays have such high budgets and so much. They need so much. It used to be such a simpler time. Why, Mr. Wright? You look shocked. Something you want to say? I'm a sham. I'm pissed I'm the sham here. In fact, the Japanese voice line came from those 10 people just shouting the voice lines in crappy mics. I love stuff like that, not gonna lie. Like that, I love stuff like that. I wish more like that. Like, I'm trying to remember what it was I played recently, where one of the pictures of, I think it was, no, it wasn't something I played, it was Marathon. I played a long time ago, like the original Marathon Bungie game, whenever it became free. One of the pictures of the people in the game that they were talking about was just a picture that the dude took on one of his crappy webcams in his apartment. Like, you know, all that stuff. Phoenix in the Japanese version was voiced by the creator of the series, Shu Takumi. So I'm just gonna call him a self-insert now. You're a sham, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth, I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have to request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution. Go off. No, go off. Just insult him right now. Also, this is the first time you've shown emotion, Judge. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will. The evidence in the report is undeniable. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. Court accept the evidence. Autopsy report updated in the court record. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. Suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes? Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution wanted to call its next witness. The poor innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Yet it took her a while to make that phone call. It took her like a good while to make that phone call. As far as the English voices go, the lines came from the localization team, so in a way they did keep up the tradition. Shout them. Like, I don't know. Okay, I was about to say, it was not letting me, press, like, A there for a second. Like, at least so far, it seems like they did a good job. I do know, because I did look up what voices people prefer. It does seem like, from what I saw, the localization team, that any changes they made were just any jokes lost in translation, so they just literally wrote their own that fit. And they also try to make the dubs fit the, like, lips as much as possible, so you couldn't even tell. Like, shout out. Like shout the effort of the team, because some games localizations are just downright awful, like just downright horrible. In fact, witness your name, please. April May, at your service. Wink. Does it hurt your arms, like keeping them up there like that the entire time? An interaction should not require any reaction from the crowd, which is a good thing. I'll take a good localization over direct translation always. Oh yeah, I'll take a good localization over direct translation. But also I take a direct translation. Like, when a bad localization is bad, it's really bad. Which I guess is very hard to also translate directly from Japanese to English, because they're such different languages. But like, whenever they get to good localization, makes the story stay the same but be fitting. I hate the ones that change the story with it. I really hate those. The witness refrained from wanton winking. Oh, yes, Your Honor. Your forehead shrunk by like 2 sizes in this like sprite. They did do a fantastic job of localizing these games. I'm very happy to hear that. Like, it is very like faithful. Cause I'm not gonna say I'm always afraid of that, but you'll just never know. Kind of like Persona 4, like Teddy had a lot of things lost in translation that they did not do a good job like conveying the best type of thing. Like, I'm just always on the eye, I guess, for stuff like that, because it just happens. It's not the fault of anyone, like when it's done unintentionally, of course. It just happens. She just captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Tell us, where were you the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? Oh gee, I was like in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch. I said, your arms have to hurt holding them up for that long. The only weird aspect of the fact that the English version of Ace Attorney takes place in California while the JP version takes place in Japan. That is kind of weird of a change. That also explained like the 9-hour difference between it and Paris. Well, I think that's how far ahead Paris is from the United States, if I had to guess. Because I don't imagine it's ahead of Japan, because that would just not make any sense. That, no, yeah, think about that is weird. That's right, Bipoid. Please testify court what you saw. All right, let's see, because there's no way there's something suspicious about you. It was like 9 at night. I looked at the window, you know, and then I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. Then the woman like dodged the one set and ran away, but that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with long hair, she kind of slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy witsy. It's a little weird, but they did something real clever. The city Ace Attorney takes place is basically Chinatown, but for Japanese refugees. That is, I mean, yeah. Like, I wasn't able to fully tell like that it wasn't even like the original, because the way they like, I'm guessing they changed the time stuff for like the first case and whatnot to make it fit. Like, it seems like it was changed around it. Like, if you're gonna make that change, at least they didn't make it out of place, rather than just saying it but then have a lot of stuff still not make sense. I am kind of curious on why they did make that change. Because I mean, a huge setting change. I get you're in a courtroom most of the time, from what I can tell. It still kind of is, it is kind of a big change, just a wee bit. I don't see any of the trouble to witness any. Wait, Your Honor? Yes, Mr. Wright. What about my cross-examination? The witness testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you? Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fey's understudy. Were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. How dare you? Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Yes, I'm doing it. The legal equalizer said she envisioned the area Ace Attorney takes place in as a world U.S. immigration laws weren't so strict. So, I'm guessing, I think I get what she means. I think. In terms of like how she pictured the area, and well, I get how she pictured the area. I think just like I get what she means. I just had no idea how to word it. I guess my brain is not functioning at that high of a level at the moment, or if ever. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. I just was there anything in that seemed off? It was like 9 at night. I looked at the window, you know, and then I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the fence chair. I dodged the one side and ran away. That girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. That's it. Nothing really jumps out as a contradiction. There's gotta be something in there somewhere. Gotta just pressure on the facts a bit. Why they changed it? Because they wanted that connection with the North American viewers and played around it as much as possible. I guess that kind of makes sense. Now I think about it, because especially considering like the year it was made and all that. I don't remember what year exactly this game was made, but I imagine it was at a time before like the internet well, it definitely was not how it is now. It was a DS game, but like where kind of like how I know Pokemon changed some stuff kind of similar to that, like just changes you wouldn't see now type of thing. I said it's not really big. The game is still a fantastic translation regardless. Oh yeah, like I do love, like I would not have been, if you didn't, like I would not have been able to tell, like especially with the way they changed up the case. So I could tell they did put a lot into that change to make it work. And then when like dodged the one side and ran away, but that girl, she caught her and she hit her. I guess I'll start pressing her on everything. How'd you know it was my client? Huh? Well, gee, first of all, she had a girl's physique, and technically she was small. Who else could it be but her? She has a point. Question your testimony. Hold up a minute. That testimony stinks. What? Miss me, I'm willing to bet that you saw nothing. You didn't see anything. Did you really see the defendant at all? That was a weird smile. I have no proof for what I'm saying. What's the meaning of this? Yes, what is the meaning? Someone tell me something cool about this, I mean. Okay, you really witnessed my client, Maya Fey. You will notice her clothes before noticing her physique. I'm glad that, I'm glad that you, Phoenix, you remember the clothes being kind of notable, because I just think they're whatever. I think they're normal. Not to lay all that Ace Attorney on info on you, pass myself on the back. I mean, it's neat info. I don't, like I said, I would not have known unless being told. Like, that is, like, it's neat. Like, shout out them. Oh yeah. That is a creepy smile. That reminds me of, what is the creepy pasta? Like, that is like Jeff the Killer type of smile you got there. Its Attorney originally came out in the GPA in Japan, by the way. Gee, that I did not realize. I knew this game was old. I didn't realize it was like all the way back then. I didn't know this was GBA. Jeez. No one wears clothes like that on a daily basis except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from her. Okay, that is uncalled for. That hairdo, I don't see anything like that. What's wrong with that hairdo? The gloves I get. Okay, the beads around her neck, like I get it. What's wrong with the hairdo? However, the witness testimony mentioned neither of these things. The testimony is bogus, but still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her, and so did Detective Gumshoe. Why do you see that, Miss May? Is that roar or rar? What are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think of all the trifling little details were necessary, darling. Miss May, you want to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. How do they move like that? She didn't move at all. Like, did she just flex her pecs or something? Like, what should she be doing? And they poured it for the DS and the national release because I think the GBA was slowly become old tech. Yeah, I imagine once the DS like took off, like they ported it to just like DS release. Everything is her pure muscle. I mean, yeah, if she's flexing them like that, like I believe it. Your testimony again, if you will. Damn, I almost had her. I know originally, like Nintendo with the DS, they were very worried that it wouldn't take off because the GBA was just such a massive success, and so I know a lot of companies, like first, even if the DS was out, still released their games for GBA, and then when the DS took off, that's when they did it. I imagine it might have been the same case, unless the DS wasn't even out at the time. Then I could be just making stuff up in that regard. But I'm going to boldly assume it, even though I have no evidence for it. I'm not even going to look up to see the release dates to see if they match. I'm just going to say that's a fact. I didn't see everything. I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to her right. On that note of Pokemon changing things that nowadays we wouldn't. They did what they did just to confuse the kiddies. Oh, yeah. Like that one especially like makes a lot of sense on why they would do what they did. It's like if they... what's the other... what's the long... It's like such a long-running show like Doraemon. I think that's the show for a kid that's like long-lasting. I imagine they would do the same thing. I know Yu-Gi-Oh! Did a lot of that with like the Shadow Realm. Like saying someone in the Shadow Realm was the translation to, hey, we're going to just actually kill this dude. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. Then the girl in the hippie clothes ran after her, and she hit her with that weapon. I saw it. I did. That clock. That's kind of statue-y clock. I think. How do you know that's a clock? Okay, that I already immediately know what to press. Well, does the action report or startle you? It does. Actually, I know exactly what I'm pressing here. I see. I only wish you'd been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. I know what to do. I know what to do here. I got this. This is cake. The victim. That clock. How do you know that's a clock? Tell me. A clock. Didn't this come up in another testimony recently? Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Lawyer. You can't win them all. No, but I have a feeling I'm on to something now. Alright. Present. So, looks like a statue, but it's actually a clock. Oh yeah, she wouldn't know it's a clock, and because I think in the phone conversation they mentioned that. Where's that check? Imagine your parent in the early 2000s who considering the Shaman King in the county asked, Dad, what's the Ultra Shenji Ryuketsu? I don't even know what that is now. Like, I would just say, I would just say it's, you know, I haven't seen Shaman King, but I'm gonna assume it's Big Boom. In 2003, Shaman King down to change the Ultra Shenji Ryuketsu to the Tome of the Shaman because of that exact reason. Yeah, it makes perfect sense. Like, I would just like, if I'm not watching like Shaman King with my kid in order to understand, I would just like stare at him for a good bit and think he just talked to me in like riddles or like tongues or something. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Actually, someone would hold on to me again. What is it this time? I should probably take the clock and talking right now. Oh, it's working. Okay, so it is this. I did remember that conversation, right? So I'm gonna present this. This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in your statement, Your Honor. How exactly are the evidence in the statement now related? They aren't. They are, because how would she know it's a clock? How would she know it's a clock if... I don't think they want me to point with the judge. Well, I don't care about the judge. Our previous testimony must have been what Ezra wanted to say. So this is her testimony in her own words. Time to press and squeeze the truth out of her. Figuratively, of course. Alright, what can I press then? I do all the OG Shaman King is a big part of my childhood, and I still stands out one of the unique shonens ever made. I've heard a lot of good things about it. Like, I haven't, like, seen it myself, but I have heard, like, good things. Like, it's one of those things that I don't know if I'm... It's kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh! Where I respect it, I just don't know if I would ever personally watch it. Not because of, like, even disinterest, but just because of... I think it... Hopefully you get what I mean, because I don't know the right word for it, but it's not disinterest. It's more of, like, whatever a word that follows it means. Like, I respect it. It just it ain't for me is the wrong word, but it's kind of, or I guess like Hunter x Hunter, where it just doesn't seem like fully up my alley. I guess where's the floor plan? So if the victim ran to the right, that wouldn't make sense unless she means her right. Let me press before I lose me some more of my battery up there. Is that right as in your right? As you looked in the hotel room? Which hand do I hold my knife in again? Right. It was my right hand, right? Satisfied, Miss... Okay. And so... I think it's a cornerstone representation of manga because all the characters from different cultures. I mean... I don't know enough about Shaman King or like anything about that to like say anything. Like I'm trying to remember if I don't know about. I'm assuming I don't know anything about Shaman King, to be honest with you, outside it existing. But if that is like one of the first like shonens to do something like that, respect. Like, I just don't know anything about Shaman King, really. Sadly. I'm gonna present this and hope I'm right. Your Honor, this statement... Okay, but she couldn't have run to the right because the break is on the left. Then the girl in the heavy clothes ran after her. She hit her with that weapon. I saw what I did. That clock, So this was the testimony in her own words. Time to press and squeeze the truth out of her. Figuratively, of course. Alright. I don't know what to... I guess... I'll press her on this. How convenient for you to remember her hippie clothes. That's what you... I mean, that's what she was wearing. Oh, her hair was all done up like a bun. Sigh. What happened then? She hit her with that weapon. I saw what I did. Where did this weapon come from? She picked it up from the desk. I see. What sort of weapon was it? A clock. Didn't this come up in... Well, don't look so sour, Mr. Warrior. You can't win them all. No, but I have a feeling I'm on to something now. That. So is it this? Is it not? Shaman Kings, what the people could see and shout ghosts every 500 years. Shamans from around the world gather, fight, and determine the Shaman King, who is basically God. No, so it's kind of like, I guess, like a worldwide tournament between a bunch of different shamans, and that's, I'm also guessing where the shonen comes into play. I'm gonna also guess that this might be it. What I am gonna do is it's about a tournament manga at heart. I mean, to be fair, I feel like every shonen gotta have its tournament arc. I am gonna probably be right back for about like 3 minutes. I am gonna go grab me some water real quick, and then I'm gonna present the statue and hope I'm right. But anyway, I will BRB uno momento, por favor. All right. We're just a bit more earlier than I expected. I think it was quicker. I don't know if it was 3 minutes or not. Shaman King took every major culture and mythology around the world and used it for its power system. Shaman King was so big because it doesn't matter what corner of the world you're from. The show's gonna have a character that represents your culture. I feel that. I can get why that might just take off a good bit. Like, personally, I love mythos in a way. Like, it's gonna be weird to say. A lot of my knowledge of mythos and stuff like that comes from two things, and that is either Call of Duty zombies up until modern zombies, like Cold War onward, as well as Smite. That's about it. Also, Shaman King is incredibly sick as a whole visually. Do you know what studio did it by any chance? Cause I imagine it wasn't like I imagine it wasn't like Berate or something. Not saying like Berate's bad, but Berate might have had their hands full a bit. Anyway, let's go ahead. Let's go press her with the. I said I was gonna press her with the statue, not press her. Other Xebec Studios. Why does that name sound familiar? Let me. What else have they done? Where do I recognize that from? I recognize that from something I've watched, I think. Alright, cause where is, have I seen, maybe I haven't seen it. Oh, to Love Brew. That would do it. Oh, and Love Hina. I don't think I've seen any of the other stuff besides that. I know I recognize that name from somewhere. I mean, I don't think Talav is a good way to judge how they would do in a like a little, you know, shonen action sequences. I don't think it's a good judger. Let's present this. Okay, I was right. Is it gonna be the for a reason I said in the phone call? Miss May, you just said now is quite revealing. Revealing? Oh, you don't like that, wouldn't you, naughty Mr. Lawyer? Severing completely derail in the conversation. No, you're all good. Like, don't worry about it at all. Like, you're good. You just said that this statue of the thinker was a clock, but there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Or another person in much the same position you recently called this a clock too. So it's gonna be I was the right evidence and all that stuff. Like, it was the right evidence. No, it was the right statement, just the wrong evidence, but for a similar reason. I guess I get it. I guess that's why he's the lawyer and I'm not. Yep, they changed Phoenix voice lines. I can't understand why. Was he the one that they outright fully replaced, or is it just new voice line, like the new game's voice lines? Like, is it the same voice actor, just newer lines, or is it the guy that had his like voice actor completely replaced? He was found guilty of murder. I'm here to clean your clock, lady. Yeah, I mean, Phoenix is like unnecessarily saying a bunch of euphemisms towards Miss May. Like, no one even thought anything like, you know, I'm gonna press her about the case, of course. Like, no one. Phoenix, you're the one making this weird. Also, how are your eyebrows moving in so many different directions? I just now noticed that. How are you doing that? Miss A, can you explain how you knew this was a clock? Oh. The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. That's not true. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, yes, of course. You'll withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. But questions are all I have, Your Honor. As you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions. Well, one. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. So the voice lines I'm hearing come from the 30th attorney game from like the 2010. That is weird that they replaced those voice lines then. If it's not the guy, they just outright fully replaced. But that would be weird to like just bring in the newer ones if they've already had them. Well, only once. Okay, at least he called out. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Whoa, that was close. If you stopped me there, the trial would be over. What? So, what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock? Well, the 3D Ace Attorney games. I misread that as third. My oop. But that still is weird that they would do that. Cause I heard it. Yes, I heard it. It'd say the time. Say been to the law offices of Fane Co. No. Hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard from a hotel room. The law offices in Fane Co. where the murder took place. Very close to the hotel. She could have easily heard the clock. That's not true. That is not true at all. Because the clockwork was taken out. That's not puzzling me. It's the fact this game had the old voice lines in it. It changed for some reason through some update, I'm assuming. Yeah, because like I said, I think there was an I see like on the Steam page, like there was a title update, I think early last month. I'm guessing it was either then or like slightly before then. That if they did any voice line changes, because that's around the time I heard talks about them replacing someone's voice lines. Capcom, if that was you. Oh, no. Capcom sometimes just be doing some Capcom things every now and then. I find it funny that got. I'll allow that through. It did not like the use up big dick like part of that. It did. No. Like, Automod did not like that one for a second. Can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because it couldn't have rung. That's what I originally was saying. Your Honor, member of the court. It is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. It's empty. That clock is missing its clockwork. It got no gears. How could you possibly just take a look right now? Oh, see anything interesting, Your Honor? It is the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? As you can see, the clock was empty. Couldn't have rung. Therefore, this is a big fat liar. Do you mind if I flip through the options a bit to check if there's a language setting or something? Yeah, sure, I could do that. Trying to see. Maybe we can still change to the old voice lines. The options from what I saw where it gave me every language, and that was like it. How do I get out of this game? How do I back out? I don't know how to back. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how to back out of here. Oh, there we go. Title screen. There we go. I did save. Okay. Yeah, so like options, the language settings, all there was is like voice language. We got French. We got I'm assuming that's Dutch. I don't know what that is. I don't know what this is either. We got, I'm assuming it says like Brazilian Portuguese. In Espanol. And then that. I do love hearing like the old like audio quality compared to that. Like that is funny, not gonna lie. Open the privacy policy. Does it just open in a web? Okay, it just opens in a web page. I was just gonna, have a small light novel to read. But no, it looks like whatever it was outright replaced if it like did get like fully changed. Which I imagine there might be at least some mod to bring it back. There has to be, if like that is the case. Now I'm bummed out. There's no, if it did get changed, there's no way. I guess someone hasn't modded it yet. If on PC, of course. I don't know how that's gonna go for stuff like other systems, because well, unless you like mod ship, and even then, I don't think has PS5 mod shipped yet. I don't know, actually. I don't think it has. I know the Switch 2 has, and it's been way too early for that, I think, right now. I don't know if there's been any real vulnerabilities found with that. But that is just weird, though. I take it out. I don't know fully why. I know someone got replaced because of something they did outside the game. And they did some things, all right, and I understand at least that a bit. But I'm like, well, I don't know if that was even Phoenix Wright. To like, I'm surprised, like, considering it's supposed to be like the old thing, that there's not an option for it. But at the same time, I don't know fully what he did, so I'm not gonna say that I understand it. However, if it is like a horrible thing, which I think it was, not, I don't know fully. I can kind of get it, I guess, but still. But there has to be a mod for it. I'm also curious on what Phoenix Wright mods there are. There has to be sprite mods. There has to be. Fat. I mean, I'm not gonna say fat, but I mean, I'm not gonna say anything about some things there. Quite a show you put on for us, Mr. Wright. Thank you. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty. As you could say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there was no contradiction. That's true. That is a possibility. The cup might have been emptied after she heard it. And that's exactly what happened, Your Honor. No, the phone call happened before. Can you prove when the clockwork was removed? Yes, actually. I have the phone call. Oh, impossible, of course. I have proof. What? But isn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. Damn it, he did. Yeah. Yeah, I imagine that's probably why they would do it then, if that was him. I think, I forgot who it was in my chat, like when I was playing Kingdom Hearts 2, it's like, man, whenever you look up a child actor, you either see him like do like the dumbest thing, like in terms of like, oh man, they just were a nuisance while drunk in public, or like they commit like the most horrible crimes imaginable. There's no in between. Like it. The evidence proves in the clock. I guess time to present the phone call. Even though that's what I started with. I was just thinking I was thinking too far ahead. I was playing chess while they're all playing chess. Well, they're all playing chess. I'm playing. What was that game called? Like 40 chess with interdimensional time travel or something like that. Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. Thank you. It's mine. Oh, you have a girly phone. There was no reason to make fun of me for that. Back then, you had to buy minutes, and so like you just like I just got it with a deal to give me with unlimited minutes. Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen, this is the defense cell phone that contains a recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order. The defense cell phone. This wasn't brought to my attention. Oh, he looks crazy. Jeez. Now I wish I didn't made that discovery. To be fair, I feel like next time you replay her, I might have been a bit feeling like you were going crazy next time you replayed type of thing. Because I imagine if they patched it out for that reason, they might have sent the patch everywhere. Again, there also has to be a mod to bring it back. Like, there has to be. Anyway, what kind of games do you like to play? I saw your channel, Kingdom Hearts and Knights of the Republic, which I approve of. I usually just play anything that catches, I guess, my interest. I just finished Kingdom Hearts 2, like, on that last stream. I just finished 2 and probably gonna take a slight break before I start Birth by Sleep. Knights of the Republic, I did enjoy. I don't know if I'm gonna be streaming that one again. One, because it hated OBS a lot. It caused a bit of issues. But normally I just stream what catches my interest or I have on a backlog. Like I've been thinking about Metaphor ReFantazio. I like wanted to give another shot because I only put a couple hours into it before like something came up. Not like I was busy for a bit. I'm like, oh, I'll get to it in a couple of days. There's a couple of days passed. It didn't happen. I'd do something like that. Tales of Rise, just really anything that like catches my eye or like I just wanted to do. Like with like Ace Attorney, I just wanted to sit back, relax and whatnot, you know, do this. And I've been wanting to give it another shot again, like give it an actual true like playthrough at least once the first game and whatnot. And so figured I just wanted to chill out right now, so why not? The Good Detective Better Memories up for evaluation soon. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you then? If you could, I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now, huh? It's not working, that's lame. I had to get the clock work, sorry. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. Like, the Phoenix Wright situation is crazy. Some YouTuber in 2019. Oh, jeez, that beep still is loud as hell. Holy shit. Like, that sounds like the smoke detector, like, in my room going off. It's, dang. That title reads, like, it reads like something Moist Critical would post. Like, it reads like one for one, like a Moist Critical title. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was, well, before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock? Well, it has a little bar on the front. You could assume that. Well, isn't it obvious? I saw the clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. Wait. Okay, those have to be packs because she's not moving and they're moving like her body's not moving and they're moving like that. So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections? Yeah, they're custom made by Larry Butts. The witness claims she has seen it before, but this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock. Yeah, it's made by Larry Butts. It's simple. This clock was never in any store. Ever. What? A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world. And the one that isn't here is in police custody. Impossible. Everything is sold in stores. True. Except for that. Miss May, I think it's high time we went shopping for a better excuse. See, now that's a clever one compared to the first case where you just went off his name and, you know, just went with and did it and whatnot. You're growing. I mean, the clock itself doesn't tell time. You have to make it speak out what time it is. That is true. I guess I did forget about that part. And this is why Phoenix is the lawyer, not me, I guess. Also, that makes me question what that slot on the front is then. Unless, I guess that would be a nameplate. Looking at it more, I guess that it's like a nameplate of the statue or something. Missed opportunity by Larry Butts to have a digital clock there. Excuse non-sale today. Oh? Oh ho ho. How was... Oh jeez. You good? What's it to you, porcupine? Okay, that's uncalled for. I guess my question wasn't we play a jam more so we like to play them. Oh, in my spare time I play rhythm games. Like most of the time. Like the games I play the most are right now, like just in my spare time, are like usually Osu, well mostly DJ Max right now. Like DJ Max, Osu, a decent bit of like Civilization, not 7 but like 5 and 6. I've been wanting to play 4 for the first time, like on stream, because I haven't ever played 4 before. And just like stuff like that, just stuff that's just nice to relax to. For example, I love zombie game FPS, horror games and such. I do also like, I mean, the only zombie games I do play, like zombie, there's always a point, like a stretch where I play like a good bit of like COD zombies, like the old ones, like anything BO4 and before. I don't like the modern zombies. It's part of why I stopped playing it as much. I'm not the biggest fan of like Cold War zombies and beyond and stuff like that, but I love zombies a lot in that regard. Like BO4 zombies for me will always hold a special place in my heart. Same thing with BO2s. Horror games also, I am not good with stuff like that. I am not the best. Like even when I stream like Doki Doki Literature Club, even that, something like that was getting to me a good bit. Are they fake, Miss May? Oh yeah, they're definitely also like, they might be fake. If she's, well, she's able to flex them, I don't know. That stupid clock doesn't matter. She did it, and she should die for it. Die? Okay, jeez. Wow. That's just... you mad? You mad? Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves, so we could save the killing her for later. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Oh? Oh. Silly me. I almost lost my cool there. Did I, like, lose it? I guess I did. Tee. Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me. I didn't know the weapon was a clock. Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay. This is it? Yes, Your Honor. Let me explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because... you heard about? Miss May just turned into a full streamer. Oh yeah, she definitely would be, like... if, like, this game came out now, she definitely 100% would be. And they have equally short tempers. I mean, her fuse was like, that was a like short fuse. I don't know which one about you held it or you heard about it. You heard about it, I guess. And when it said never held a clock in her hand, however, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard. That's correct, Your Honor. There's no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Oh yeah, because she has the wiretap stuff in her hotel room. Let's see it. Show me the evidence proving the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock. The wiretap. Have a look at this. I found this in Miss May's room. Present the badge. I really want to. Like, this is proof, Your Honor, and just, you know, it's because I'm a lawyer. Found this in Miss May's room. I don't know how much health I have. If I find a good opportunity to do it, I'm gonna do it. Please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Mia Faye's phone, were you not? In Alexa's secret ending, trust. It's just the, listen, it's the I have authority ending. It's like he steps up and says, I'm a lawyer, you listen to me. He finally, he just asserts, like he just asserts himself and say, I am the lawyer here, I am right judge, you listen to me. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. It's outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that our witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which it's not, still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. To prove the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock. Probably... I mean, they want proof. It's because I'm the attorney. This, I think. That's not gonna prove anything, I think. I mean, he even said I think. He doesn't know. Once again, I expect real proof this time. Oh, you don't wish health for it. You just get to do it. I mean, she did say that, like... Yeah, she just outright said it was a clock. I presented the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. I don't like that beep at all. What's up? You haven't called in a while? Well, actually, there's something I want you to hold on to me. I do want GBA port for Ace Attorney because I have an unreasonable attachment for the game point and everything you can play on it. Oh, the Game Boy's library is... It and the DS just gigantic. It's like the same as like how PS2 is for like at-home consoles. Where if you could think of it, it has a massive time frame of like, if it came out during that time, it's also on PS2. Like, I really wish I was able to play a lot of like the Game Boy like advanced games, like on a I've never owned a GBA. Like my experience of like Game Boy Advance came from like the port on a DS. And that was just, it's not a bad way to play. It's just weird because like the screen was like slightly bigger than the Game Boy Advance. But that's how I played stuff like one Danny Phantom game I used to have and stuff like that. They're still porting PS3 games for the DS, if you can believe it. Oh yeah, I'm not. Porting PS3 games like that, that's impressive because developing for the PS3 was a nightmare. I believe it though. Like everything went to the DS, just everything. And if they couldn't port it to the DS, they made just a game for it. I miss games like that are like the same game, but like a different version of it for like a handheld system. I miss stuff like that. Now the handhelds are as powerful as a console, which is cool. But it makes me miss stuff like that. Again, what is it this time? It's the clock. It's made to look like that statue, the thinker, and tells you the time. Miss April May, use a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Oh, her face just like snapped back in and out of that angry face. Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? She better have like a huge smelling face. And the batteries don't last a quarter as long as a Game Boy, which is sad to say. But the Game Boy is like, from everything I hear, is that like it lasted forever. Like you could put batteries in it, use it for like hours, put it in your drawer for months, take it back out, and it'll pretty much be like nothing ever happened. Like it, I mean, I guess that's the cost of also having like no backlight, because I think it was, no, I guess the GBA did have a backlight. Yeah, that Game Boy juice lasted, man. Oh, she is mad. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May, shut up. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I wanted to read it. You didn't have to snap so much. The game might detect skip. You lawyer. It's not fair. I'll be ganging up on me like that. Oh, it's on the. Yeah, you are. That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. I'm pretty sure there were GB variants like the GB ASP that did have backlight. Yeah, because it's. I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, because the Game Boy. I get the Game Boy and Game Boy Advance confused on which one's the kind of bigger one and which one is kind of like the. It's still big, but it's like a. It's tall instead of wide. Like built into it. I mean, yeah, because I know they used to have the accessory that used to hang on top of it that acted as the backlight. Now to deal the final blow. Why the wiretap? Why? Why'd you tap her phone? The Game Boy Advance is the wide one. The Game Boy is the tall one. The game. Okay, so yeah, the Game Boy is what I'm thinking of. Alright, because the Game Boy, I know. What's his face? Matt KC. I watched a video of him modding like a backlight into it to where like the scroll on the side, like controlled like the backlight intensity instead of being like the like volume knob. Actually, was it the volume? No, it was the supposed to be the contrast in order to be like the backlight, but then the backlight kind of it was now controlled like through there, like with the mod he did. The Game Boy Advance SP looked more like a DS in the sense that it folds like a flip phone. I don't think I know what. Let me go look up what the Game Boy SP looks like. Actually, I don't know if I remember it exactly. Let me go Game Boy SP. Cause I know. Okay. I remember this thing. That's where I was getting. That's why I was getting confused with it being tall. Is because of the way this one looks. Because it, yeah. I see. At least I understand my own confusion. Do I have to? Legally, I think so, actually. Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippy tapping irrelevant? She's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. True. While this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point. I mean, he's angry, but he's spitting. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove they had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone? Ha! I had to see her pull that off. Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. That's just the grin of a lawyer. Probably thinking I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you? Damn, she's good. Well, you're not the first man who's thought that, and of course I can and will. Can't be serious. Way, I say, way. I don't assure you, I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 at night. Why? That's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy. Room service? Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know, like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts and you have regular cold coffee. Iced coffee? Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy. There you go. The witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. And now GB is like $300 on aftermarket. Oh yeah, ever since like it was getting bad before 2020, but ever since 2020, everything like old, like the retro market just like skyrocketed in price. Like even just getting like I'm trying to remember the only thing that I have seen that has been still like cheap is Xboxes. And I don't know how 360 prices are, but like Xboxes themselves, like the ones that have like what's the thing called? The thing that's kind of like a ticking time bomb to like leak, like in original Xboxes. It's kind of it's shaped like a battery. It starts with a C. I don't know why it's like slipping my mind on what those are called. But that's part of why they're so cheap. I imagine the fact that there's also a lot of them. Same thing with 360s, I guess. But I don't know how 360 prices are looking. Where does that leave us? Is Mike displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone? However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. The Xbox 360 sell for around $200. At least that one, I kind of... It's still a... I think it's still a lot. However, makes kind of sense depending on which Xbox version it is, especially with how moddable they are. Like 360s, I'm judging after eBay prices. Oh, eBay prices, I mean, I don't know how eBay prices are. I haven't used eBay in a long time. I don't remember the last thing I guess the last thing I bought off eBay would have had to been like my PS2 whenever I had to buy a new one, because my old one was starting to have some funky stuff going on, and now I have one that has I got very lucky to not get the slim PS2. Eventually I want to mod my PS2 to like have like at least an output that I can capture to play on my PS2, like on stream if I ever wanted to do something like that, like have it, because I think there's mods to make it output, or I might be thinking of the original Xbox where you can make it output HDMI, or at least split it to HDMI, and then just other mods with it, like overriding like region lock on it and stuff like that. Her testimony stands. She saw defendant MyFA commit murder. No, they're going to let her just walk away. There's no way I could win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well, come to think of something. Let's call the bellboy. The defense will have to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here. I'm gonna get to the bottom of it. I think you're sucking quite low enough already. I object to calling the bellboy. Why? Yeah, what's reason? My eBay shopping experience soured the moment I bought a Smash Bros. Melee from the Wii from Sour Bros. Smash. That dude sent me a Gran Turismo game instead. Yeah, that's part of why I don't look at like eBay stuff, especially because like you're kind of, unless that person has like thousands, not like hundreds of sales or something like that, and you know, like over an extended period of time, so they're not like botted. That's the only way you can even somewhat trust it. But even then, they could have just bought the account and whatnot, because like it's you're just trusting them. They could send you like, here's a very original Xbox 360, you know, day one style 360, and it could just be they stole the shell and put it on something, or like they just send you like the Kinect version. Would it crush a kid's dream? Oh yeah, that would be absolutely, that'd be soul crushing. Like spending that money to buy a game, just have it be something else. I mean, at least the only like solace is, I guess, it was Gran Turismo and not like that one shovelware game involved, and I think it's like a chicken on the cover that was everywhere because it was like $5. Like, because I hold that the wiretap had nothing to do with the killing. However, you agreed to one condition on consent to call in this witness. Condition: Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy. Then you will recognize that April May was not the killer, thus she is innocent. And thereby you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fey. That is my condition. What? Provides something suspicion that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, might be declared guilty on the spot. Is this how? I don't think this is how a court of law works. I don't think that's how that works at all. I don't think this is illegal. Yeah, you may just have to hope and pray the seller is going to ship you the item you actually bought. Yeah, and then if you do get the wrong item, you also have to hope that it was actually an accident and not just get completely ghosted. Like, at least if you get scammed on something like AliExpress, you normally also only spent $5 for something that's like normally 40. And so it's kind of like you're gambling at that point, but you understand the gamble. Whether you're paying full price for something and hoping you get that full price thing. I accept your condition. Fool. You fell right into my trap. All according to the plan. Very well. AliExpress is way more trustworthy from my experience. Yeah, I've only bought 2 things off AliExpress though, and so I don't know one way or another. Like, one of them was certain switches for like a keyboard, and the other one was a SEO device. And the switches were for that type of thing. But both times I got them, like, honestly, kind of quicker than I expected. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Did you really have to carry that here? You had to do that? Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. That tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. Miss May's room service. What do you got to say? I'm the head bellboy at the fine Gatewater Hotel, in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 o'clock on the dot, sir. Brought to her precisely the requested time, of course, and I delivered. I just realized that dude has no shame in his look. That dude has no he is not even attempting to hide that. Like, there is zero shame on that man's face. I know where the eyes cover, I guess, Miss May herself. I see. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Boy came with the tray in court. Oh yeah, he had no reason to do that. He is just extra. He is just extra there. I'm ready. I hope this is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now, mine will be finished. Alright, I am the head bellboy. I'm not going to call that in the question. I believe that's true. She asked for an iced coffee brought to her 9 o'clock. I brought to her precisely the time requested. Then over to... Well, 9 o'clock is when... I forgot. Do we have the time? Well, it was to be there at 9. Let me press this before I do anything. 9 o'clock on the dot, you say? Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching a program on the TV and wished to drink after she finished, sir. The time of the murder... I brought to her precisely the requested time, of course. Precisely 9 o'clock then. Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir, 9 p.m. You can press the witness on anything, even if it doesn't yield anything. The flavor text is still fun to read. I know I'm going to be doing it a lot because sometimes I do not know what I am. Like, I might even know the evidence, but not even know what I'm looking for. I mean, I also love the fact that you can press on anything and everything, and you don't get punished for it. I like that. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that I be brought then. Oh, bellboy, tee-hee, I like iced coffee at exactly 9. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9. Sir, why would she be so particular about the time? I know over the iced coffee, or guess Miss May herself. Or sure, it was... That's not what I'd be pressing over, but absolutely, sir. Absolutely. Yes, sir, as in so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought the room service, sir, she, the guest, sir, flavored me with a, an embarrasser, sir. Jeez. His blush has blush. Embarrasser, is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir, but not a French kiss, sir, more of a peck on the cheek. Oh, why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never ever forget. You are very confident in yourself. I respect it, but... There, Miss May was something, and one of the bellboy remember her. It's no good. There's nothing there. Is that it? Tis, finally. You understand? This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie now. If you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. It's a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. Can't let this happen, can I? I mean, if we give up, then Maya is going to be found guilty, so I'm just going to protest for it. Miss May read the bellboy's name in chat. Oh yeah, like it just took a few, you know, donations for her to read it. Might have, you know, butchered the name a bit as well, but you know, it's a thought that counts. Please wait. Yes, does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one question. Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. All right, I'll give you one more question. That's all. Okay, this is really it. Now, this is my last chance. What do I ask him about? Room service, I guess. Tell me more about room service. Again, sir, at exactly 9, I know room service to Miss May in room 303. Also, the way they write the characters in this game. Oh yeah, I've been liking it so far. In dialogue, the guest that requested iced coffee, $18 was the charge I recall. I see. $18? Doesn't seem a bit expensive? Yes, well, iced coffee for 2, you know? And don't skip on the ice, sir. What did he say? What did you say? Or rather, quite. Just like from the way Moss talks, you can instantly tell what kind of man he is. Oh yeah, they do a good job making the personality, like, show with even just a few words. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room? I object. That was objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Ah, yes, quite. Indeed. It was a good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention if I was specifically asked, sir. I mean, I guess there's listen to your lawyer. I mean, that's on Edgeworth, not the bellboy, because he just had to listen to the lawyer. I object for the sake of it, Your Honor. Like, that is... to be fair, that's what I would do if I was representing myself in court. Like, you know, I object because, you know, I object. I got no grounds. You fool. I've done it. I've won. Mr. Woman checked into a twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room? That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have warned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright, who is this other person? Simple. It was... I feel like this one's obvious, you know? Miss April May, she had shadow doppelgangers. The man who checked in with Miss May. Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone. I object on the basis that I made the whole evidence up. Yeah, I object. This evidence is not true, and I know it's not true because I lied the entire time. Like, it's a good reason to object. You know it's false, and so you can object at any moment. It's the perfect way out. Yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that is not clear to the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My, what a convenient little setup. But it's too late. Too late? I suppose if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. I'm also pretty sure that's a crime. Upstart, amateur. Those accusations are ludicrous. Well, it's on the court record that you told him to do it. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. That is all today for the trial of my FA. Court is adjourned. I mean, at least we made it go for another day. Defendant lobby number 1. Anyway, I need a bolt for now. Alright, man, I'll see you later. I'm probably going to be ending the stream soon anyway, but I should be, like, back tomorrow and whatnot if you wanted to check that out, like, with more of this. Take care of you too. Merry Christmas to you as well. Hope you have a good one. And see you, man. Mr. Wright, you are amazing in there. Really? I think I might be your newest fan. Thank you. I'm gonna be the next Saul I guess actually at this point I'd be before Saul Goodman, so I'll be Saul Goodman's inspiration. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know. Then again, that attorney was pretty cool too, huh? That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips, yeah, he was like a scared puppy. It sent shivers up my spine. You say so. So, what happened to me? Do I get to go home now? No, you're going back to jail. No, I don't think so, not yet. Oh, I see. But I got a great lead in today's trial. A lead? That means that man with Miss May, he's the key. Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that anyway? I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. Yeah, she's gonna have to... She's still to commit a crime at the wiretapping stuff. Probably at the detention center now. I might have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed. Yes, sir. I'm gonna find out more about this man. Do you think he was the one who... Maybe so. Sis, don't worry. I'll find him by tomorrow. I promise. I'm counting on you. I mean, to be fair, Edgeworth's probably gonna keep him in hiding. I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. Thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow, but now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that has been stricken from the record. May's testimony added to the court record. The victim dodged and then ran to the right, but she was caught and struck. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Might belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. I do wonder what would happen if it just let me, if I just chose give up, like what it would do. Saving content. I'll save my progress up to this point. Let's see. But that is, like I said, probably gonna be it for me today. This has been a lot of fun going through, not gonna lie, solving these cases, dealing with all these mysteries. I mean, we know who killed her because, you know, we got to see, and so we know she didn't do it. However, we just gotta prove it. We gotta find our evidence, and that's what we're gonna do. Hopefully tomorrow. Most likely tomorrow, like 99%. If not, then it's gonna be Tuesday and whatnot. And then after that, we got holidays, and then probably be back on like the 26th after that and whatnot. But it's been good. We're gonna figure out truly how everything is connected and whatnot, and go from there. I don't know when I'm gonna probably pick up Destroy All Humans 2 again, to be honest. Like Destroy All Humans 2, I had a blast playing it. However, there's something about it that feels a bit different from one that it's not clicking to me the same way. I don't know. I think it's just like it no longer feels like I'm like alien invading. I'm mingling too much with the humans. It doesn't feel like I'm destroying all humans. Feels like I'm now just picking and choosing rather than just mindlessly going. I don't know what it is in actuality. It's just something clicking. But tomorrow, we will be back to solve this case. And possibly, honestly, I might, before stream, I might do some Uma Musume and whatnot. I have some stupid builds I want to try, and I want to make sure that if they do well, I have them like on video and whatnot. I have some dumb builds I want to really do for this CM next, possibly. Like this next CM, possibly. Like I have some stuff I want to do for it, and so that might happen just a bit before. But anyway, I do hope you guys have a great rest of your day, a great rest of your night, whatever it may be for y'all. And I will see y'all in the next one. And until then, take care.